It's Friday Night Lights in New Waverly, and the Bulldogs are back on their home turf. After a commanding victory over the Warren Warriors last week to open up district play, the energy is electric and hopes are sky high. The Bulldogs, reinvigorated and brimming with confidence, are set to defend their territory against the Anderson-Shiro Fighting Owls. After that impressive display against Warren, it's clear that this Bulldog team is firing on all cylinders. Every snap, every play, they're bringing the heat, showing an intensity that can only be matched by their hunger for more wins. And while the Fighting Owls have their wings and talons, they'll have to fly pretty high and fast to evade a Bulldog ready to strike. For New Waverly, each game isn't just a contest. It's a testament to their spirit, a chance to prove that last week's triumph wasn't a fluke. Guided by the unflinching vision of head coach Dean Schaub, these Bulldogs don't just play. They dominate with purpose, fervor, and an unquenchable thirst for victory. So, Bulldog Nation, as you fill the stands or support from your homes, this is your moment to roar. Elevate your voices, wave those flags, and stand united. Tonight, as the Bulldogs face the Fighting Owls, every eye is focused on another triumphant win. This is New Waverly Bulldogs football, and the march to glory continues right now. From SHN Sports, this is New Waverly Bulldog football. Welcome to the Three Spoons Yogurt Countdown to Kickoff on the Bulldogs Broadcast Network. Now let's head to the HITTSS Solutions broadcast booth at Bulldog Stadium in New Waverly, Texas. Alongside Analyst at Watto, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Hipp.
Well, Bulldogs Nation, fasten your seatbelts for another electrifying Friday night under the Texas stars. This evening, the New Waverly Bulldogs return to their homeland, poised and pumped after decisive victory over the Warren Warriors in last week's district opener. Riding high on the wave of that commanding performance, our Bulldogs are locked, they're loaded, and looking to lay down the law against the Anderson-Shiro Fighting Owls in tonight's clash. And while the Fighting Owls prepare to swoop into the Bulldogs' territory with talons bared, they'll face a squad that's been biting, scratching, and providing their mettle in every encounter. It's a battle of Anderson-Shiro's aerial might versus New Waverly's grounded grit and power. Both teams have something to prove, but it's the Bulldogs who carry the momentum and an unsatisfied hunger into this home game tonight. So, don your colors, New Waverly, raise your voices to the night sky, and let the rumbles of your cheers be the wind beneath the Bulldogs' paws as they lock horns with the Fighting Owls. Every charge, every tackle, every play is amplified by your support tonight, Bulldog Nation. So stand firm, stand proud, Bulldogs Nation. The journey to glory continues, and every step, every victory is forged together as one. As always, let's go Bulldogs. From the piney woods of the Sam Houston National Forest to the rolling hills and the fertile Blackland prairies and landmarks in between, wherever you're tuning in tonight, this is New Waverly Bulldogs football, where champions take the field. Good evening, everyone. I'm Hipp alongside the Ed Watto, welcoming you into the Three Spoons Yogurt Countdown to Kickoff. Just like a great team, a great treat requires quality and variety, and that's what Three Spoons Yogurt brings to the table with their self-serve frozen yogurt and an array of delicious toppings. For a winning combination, visit Three Spoons Yogurt in Huntsville. So settle in for an East Texas showdown where Bulldogs football, you know it, it's not just a game, it's the heartbeat of our community. Broadcast coverage this season presented by our great friends Greg Smith and staff at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. They are the hometown experts in celebrating life. Ed, boy, we just are fired up, ready here up in top of the HITTSS Solutions broadcast booth. It's good to be back at home for a second time this season, and here we go, my friend. How are you, man?
Rob, it is great to see you. Boy, it's nice to be back in our home turf here, although we have a lot of traffic going through. But it's great to be here and, not on the Warren side. The Warren folks are very gracious, but it's great to be back home.
It is, and Anderson-Shiro coming into this ball game, they're looking to get back into rhythm after a tough defeat. Newton took care of them in a commanding fashion a week ago, but hey, it's about the Bulldogs tonight on this side of the broadcast. Of course, we always want to welcome in any fans that may be joining us from Anderson-Shiro. We do broadcast for New Waverly, but we always want visiting opponents to feel welcome as well. And as we get started, want to remind you the Bulldog fan text line is open tonight. You can text us. Let us know where you're listening from. Super simple. All you got to do is text in to 512-522-9105. Again, that number at 512-522-9105. We talk about that previous matchup versus the Warren Warriors. We were on the road, and, boy, 5 guys there, the running backs, getting touches, 3 of them scoring. That run game, Ed, all powerful and a big difference maker that's really turned things around for this Bulldog team.
Yeah, the run game was on fire. We saw the lead back, who's really been Hunter Henry, the speedster. He started off the night early. Hunter Henry got to the end zone first. He carried the load the next score, but then quickly and very smartly, Coach Sha started to switch out and go to other running backs. Now, it still was this sort of single-back offense, quarterback and running back there. But, then he went to Dylan Thomas, to Noah Vick, to Trey Davis. And so 3 of those folks, wound up scoring. But it really it took a lot of pressure off of Hunter Henry. I was talking with his dad after this. He said it's the best that he felt after a football game because he's not had to carry all the water for the team. So these other guys stepping up, Travia Davis II, Dylan Thomas, Noah Vick, really a phenomenal night.
Passing game effective as well. Dorian Thomas getting into the action, and then you flip the script on the defensive side. And not to be biased, but, hey, he carries the Watto name, and he did a great job there really bringing in momentum as we go back and look at the pick 6 where Brody took that one to the house, and that's a momentum builder heading into this game to say, you know what, our defense can play, and we can play well, and if you throw that ball near us, there's a chance that we're going to take it back to the house the other way.
Yeah, it was a big momentum shift. We hope that momentum carries them into this game. Brody Watto intercepted that ball at about the 45-yard line, and then, at that point, has the whole defense in front of him. You see somebody like Noah Vick immediately turning around, looking for somebody to block. Same with Jackson Hathorn. So they wanted their guy to get to the end zone. And, Brody Watto, who runs probably in the 4.7, 4.8 range, looking like a jackrabbit getting to the end zone. A big momentum shift, sealing the game. And, now that the one vulnerability for Anderson-Shiro with their quarterback is the last 2 district games, he's thrown 2 picks, 1 for a pick 6 against Newton.
That is something to look in tonight, and we'll see how this Anderson-Shiro Fighting Owl team comes out tonight. We'll talk about impact potentials of this ball game here in just a few moments when we come back. We do want to welcome you in again. We are high atop Bulldog Stadium here in our little spot in the press box. This is the HITTSS Solutions box. We'll step aside, take a break. We'll have impact of the game when we come back. Stay with us. It is homecoming tonight here in New Waverly, Texas. Football alive and well as the youngsters running out onto the field. We'll be right back after this. Stay with us. More to come here tonight. Hello, New Waverly Bulldogs football fans. Looking to beat the heat? 3 Spoons Yogurt in Huntsville has got you covered. Located at 1524 11th Street in Huntsville, 3 Spoons Yogurt is the proud supporter of your very own New Waverly Bulldogs. With a mouth-watering selection of flavors and a rainbow of toppings, 3 Spoons Yogurt offers the perfect treat for any Bulldogs fan. Don't miss out on any of the frosty fun. Follow them on Facebook at 3 Spoons Yogurt Huntsville TX for all the latest scoop. So when you're craving something cool, remember, the only thing cooler than the yogurt at 3 Spoons is being a New Waverly Bulldogs fan. Hey there, New Waverly Bulldog fans. Need more space for your growing trophy collection, or maybe a little spot to relax after the game? Or maybe you need a shelter for farm animals or your RV? Look no further than Cabins and More of Texas. We offer the highest quality portable cabins, sheds, barns, steel structures, and more, all manufactured by the most respected names in the business. Perfect for storing football gear, setting up a fan or a man cave, protecting outdoor toys or equipment, and so much more.
Worried about cost? Well, don't be. We offer flexible payment options, including financing with approved credit and no credit check, rent to own. You can even get pre-qualified in just a few minutes without affecting your credit. Find Cabins and More of Texas in Riverside across from Talent's Barbecue and in Carthage in the HEB Shopping Center. That's Cabins and More of Texas online at CAMOTX.com.
I'm Lisa Branch here with a special shout out to all the New Waverly football fans. Let's make this season a game changer, both on the field and in the classroom too. At LearningRX in Huntsville, we go beyond tutoring to supercharge your brain. Our ReadRx program combines reading instruction with brain training, taking an unconventional yet highly effective approach to learning reading. With one-on-one training sessions, we focus on core cognitive skills like working memory and auditory processing. The results? An average auditory processing gain of 19 points for children and teens with learning struggles. We personalize each program from kids who crave a challenge to adults wanting to sharpen their skills. Located just a short drive from New Waverly, we're your local solution for enhancing learning at any age. Ready to unlock new strengths and potentials? Visit us online at learningrx.com/Huntsville or visit us at 49 State Highway 75 North in Huntsville. LearningRx Huntsville, where we make learning easier and more exciting. Let's excel on our terms.
What will be the impact of the game? We're on top of it. Now, let's head back to Rob Hipp.
Alongside Ed Watto, welcome back to the Hit Solutions broadcast booth as we continue our Three Spoons Yogurt pregame show up here tonight. Welcome in, homecoming night in New Waverly, Texas. The weather is beautiful. I mean, this is, my goodness, you know, one of the impacts of the game is going to be how beautiful the weather is tonight. It's not going to play a factor. This is great football weather tonight, Ed. The temperatures have got to be in the mid-70s. We're expecting more of a northerly wind as the night goes on. We may even need a little light jacket tomorrow. High is only going to be 72 and partly cloudy. A beautiful day here in New Waverly, Texas, and we're set for a good one tonight with this weather.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful out here. You wouldn't know it that we got 4 inches of rain over Wednesday night. So the sun is shining. The flags are all adorning the stadium for homecoming. We see these Bulldog flags blow in the light wind. And the wind itself won't be much of a factor for kickers or anything. So the weather is just going to be go out and play football.
There's a young man that's joining us right now on the live stream on YouTube who got a little national recognition in the sports world with the Baylor Bears. And a big hello this evening to Dylan Schaub, who's joining us. And what an incredible young – Dylan, I never got to know you. Of course, I know your dad, but you're doing great things. I'm a big Baylor fan, so I'm rooting for you every day, buddy.
Absolutely. We love Dylan Schaub. We think the world of him. He took Brody Watto under his wing when Brody was a freshman, moved up to varsity. Love that kid. Can't say enough good things about. What a fine young man as a true freshman, really contributing for his team tonight, last Saturday in Orlando.
Couple of impacts here as we do continue this segment. We mentioned the weather not going to be that much of an impact. If anything, it's going to make this game a lot more, I wouldn't say relaxed, but more comfortable tonight for everyone, the fans and the players out on the field. But some of the impacts of the game, when I was looking at this, you mentioned their quarterback for the Anderson-Shiro Owls, that he has a tendency to turn this ball over. He's done it twice in the last couple of games. So tonight, I really think keep the pressure on him, force some more turnovers, put him in a position to where he is not comfortable, and maybe force him out of the pocket, force him to make some erroneous passes, and see if you can get another pick-six type opportunity tonight.
Yeah, I think you got to get your playmakers in the game early for New Waverly. I think that also, it's going to be paramount to have pressure from that across that defensive front, and get him in a tight spot where he's got to make some tough choices and doesn't have really a lot of time to think.
Another area tonight, too, I think you just continue to really embrace that run game. It was something that was so effective just a week ago there in Warren, but continue to distribute that ball on the ground attack, see how these running backs react. 5 different young men, as we mentioned in the intro, touching the ball, 3 of them scores. That running game is going to be a critical component tonight for this New Waverly Bulldog offense.
Yeah, absolutely. The running game has to be established early. So much of what you do in high school football is controlling the line of scrimmage. It happens at every level, but tonight it's really going to be paramount to establish the line of scrimmage, move their guys back and then get downfield blocking as well, which we saw, all of those things. We saw those in previous games. We just never saw them come together.
Absolutely. We'll step aside. We'll take another break. And when we come back, it's pregame with Coach Sha, brought to you by our friends at Cabins and More of Texas. Stay with us. This is New Waverly Bulldogs football on the all-new Bulldogs Broadcast Network.
Hey there, New Waverly Bulldog fans. Need more space for your growing trophy collection, or maybe a little spot to relax after the game? Or maybe you need a shelter for farm animals or your RV? Look no further than Cabins and More of Texas. We offer the highest quality portable cabins, sheds, barns, steel structures, and more, all manufactured by the most respected names in the business. Perfect for storing football gear, setting up a fan or a man cave, protecting outdoor toys or equipment, and so much more. Worried about cost? Well, don't be. We offer flexible payment options, including financing with approved credit and no credit check, rent to own. You can even get pre-qualified in just a few minutes without affecting your credit. Find Cabins and More of Texas in Riverside across from Talent's Barbecue and in Carthage in the HEB Shopping Center. That's Cabins and More of Texas online at CAMOTX.com.
Direct from the driving seat of the Bulldogs, our in-depth talk with head coach Dean Schaub. Leading the conversation, here's Rob Hipp.
Three Spoons Yogurt countdown to kickoff continues, now joined by head football coach Dean Schaub. This interview is always brought to you by our great friends at Cabins and More of Texas online at CAMOTX.com. Coach, here we are. Beautiful Friday night, homecoming. The rain has left the area. Man, this is really starting to feel like football weather.
It really is. It's gotten a lot cooler. We got a north wind. It's just kind of making everybody frisky, so we're enjoying it.
Coming off of a very convincing victory to open up district play on the road versus a very tough and capable team. When you go back and look at that previous matchup versus Warren, three different running backs getting into the end zone. You talked about it on pregame last week, saying, hey, we're going to have more guys getting carries out there. That really seems to be maybe the ticket that's got this team really rolling right now.
Yeah, we 5 guys touched the ball, 5 running backs, and half of them scored. And yeah, it's nice not to have one kid carry the weight of the team. So now we distribute it, and it gives everybody a break. And I think we're much better when we have several guys.
What did you tell the guys at halftime, just after some of that momentum going into half, and really continue that spark on through the second half?
We just told them you got to play, you got to win the second half. The first half's over with, and can't be complacent. We said that team's got 3 wins, we have a 0 win, so we haven't been in this situation this year. So win the second half.
Defense showing up awesome as well. I mean, everybody getting in on the action. Watto had a return for a touchdown. Those are kind of plays that really get your defensive guys fired up. Just kind of what was going through your mind as a coach down there on the sidelines, and how was the team's reaction after that play?
Oh, listen, Brody. Everybody loves Brody. He's a hard-working kid, and he picked that, and he ran like a dang freight train. So people are excited. Brody had a spark that we need, and it's nice to see different kids making big plays. So Brody, we're really, really proud of him.
Tonight, an Anderson-Shiro team coming in, overall record 4-1, but they had to start their district season against one of the best in the district in Newton, and just got throttled in that ball game. What's the mindset heading into this one, and maybe some keys to victory that we'll have to be on alert for tonight for the Bulldogs to claim victory on homecoming night?
Oh, and we have to stop the running back. Quarterback's very good. Running back he's a special kind of athlete, and so we've kind of game plan to stop that offense, and hopefully we'll see it.
There just hasn't been many home games on the slate this year, and it's good to be back here at home. Field looks nice, and it's homecoming night. What's special for you as a coach and just for your staff in this community on these homecoming nights?
Oh, we've got 4 home games this year, and this is the second one we've had. So the kids it's been taxing on them, always loading up and heading somewhere else. So they're excited to play on a cool night at home, homecoming, just a nice atmosphere.
You look into this game tonight, a lot of fans will be out here, the community will show up and be supportive. When you kind of look ahead as you continue on, I know it's one game at a time, but really what have you been impressed with as we've gotten into district play now with this team?
Well, different areas of our team have gotten so much better from the non-district games. So we've been so close so many times for the 4 games, and we started putting it together last week against Warren, and I see us continuing that rise against Anderson-Shiro.
Well, there's some good things going too, Coach. Not just the game here tonight, but when I pulled in, man, the road is paved back there now.
Yeah.
So we got some asphalt on the road. Things are really rolling here.
That's the way we roll. We're fancy in the end of.
All right, well, there he is, head coach Dean Sha. Coach, as always, appreciate your time and accessibility, and looking forward to this one on homecoming night.
Thank you, sir.
As we'll wrap it up here with head coach Dean Sha on our Cabins and More of Texas interview. More on the Three Spoons Yogurt countdown to kickoff when we come back.
Hey there, New Waverly Bulldog fans. Need more space for your growing trophy collection, or maybe a little spot to relax after the game? Or maybe you need a shelter for farm animals or your RV? Look no further than Cabins and More of Texas. We offer the highest quality portable cabins, sheds, barns, steel structures, and more, all manufactured by the most respected names in the business. Perfect for storing football gear, setting up a fan or a man cave, protecting outdoor toys or equipment, and so much more. Worried about cost? Well, don't be. We offer flexible payment options, including financing with approved credit and no credit check, rent to own. You can even get pre-qualified in just a few minutes without affecting your credit. Find Cabins and More of Texas in Riverside across from Talent's Barbecue and in Carthage in the HEB Shopping Center. That's Cabins and More of Texas online at CAMOTX.com. Hello, New Waverly Bulldogs football fans. Looking to beat the heat? Three Spoons Yogurt in Huntsville has got you covered. Located at 1524 11th Street in Huntsville, Three Spoons Yogurt is the proud supporter of your very own New Waverly Bulldogs. With a mouth-watering selection of flavors and a rainbow of toppings, Three Spoons Yogurt offers the perfect treat for any Bulldogs fan. Don't miss out on any of the frosty fun. Follow them on Facebook at Three Spoons Yogurt Huntsville TX for all the latest scoop. So when you're craving something cool, remember, the only thing cooler than the yogurt at Three Spoons is being a New Waverly Bulldogs fan.
You've been listening to the Three Spoons Yogurt Countdown to Kickoff. Bulldog football is presented by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, the hometown experts in celebrating life.
Welcome back at it here live in the Hit Solutions broadcast booth. Let's head back down to the field right now as we honor our country through the playing of our national anthem. A beautiful rendition of our country's national anthem. We are live tonight in New Waverly, Texas. Thanks for joining us as we get started in a moment. Also a big thank you to TJ Garrett, who is helping out with camera tonight as well, and also certainly not least Nathan Hight, who makes the drive all the way in from Georgetown, Texas to be here with us tonight. 4 New Waverly team captains are starting to line up. We'll have the coin toss here in just a few moments. Those captains down there, Houston Forrester, as we go from left to right, it's also Hunter Henry. He is joined by Cade Garrett, the quarterback, and then to that far right is that Jude Shields?
Yes.
It is.
Yeah, it's Jude Shields.
So those are your team captains making, and check this out for Anderson-Shiro. The entire team is going to come out as they walk out, but they are fielded by 4 up front, starting with Connor Daly alongside Jordan Coronado, and then also out there is Will Lee. And I didn't see that last one. I think it's the big 7-8 it is, and that is Randy Mills. So those are your captains tonight. And they are exchanging pleasantries around the 50-yard line. Good crowd here tonight. I think, Ed, you said on both sides about 2,900 is what this facility can seat. And it's almost completely full here on the home side. And even the Anderson-Shiro Fighting Owls have made their way here on the visitor side tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got some folks still filtering in to find their seat. Still some folks probably from Anderson-Shiro. Just a 7 p.m. kickoff. So probably we see some people at the ticket booth still filtering in. So it looks like we're probably right across the the 2,500 mark.
We'll step aside, take a break as we wrap up the Cabins and More of Texas Countdown to Kickoff. Or beg your pardon, the Three Spoons Yogurt Countdown to Kickoff. We will have the kickoff. When we come back, stay with us. More to come here as we get started on a Friday night in New Waverly, Texas. Hello, New Waverly Bulldogs football fans. Looking to beat the heat? Three Spoons Yogurt in Huntsville has got you covered. Located at 1524 11th Street in Huntsville, Three Spoons Yogurt is the proud supporter of your very own New Waverly Bulldogs. With a mouth-watering selection of flavors and a rainbow of toppings, Three Spoons Yogurt offers the perfect treat for any Bulldogs fan. Don't miss out on any of the frosty fun. Follow them on Facebook at Three Spoons Yogurt Huntsville TX for all the latest scoop. So when you're craving something cool, remember, the only thing cooler than the yogurt at Three Spoons is being a New Waverly Bulldogs fan.
Captivating plays and crushing hits are on the menu. It's showtime on the Bulldogs Broadcast Network. Welcome to New Waverly Bulldog Football. Live from the HITTSS Solutions broadcast booth, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Rob Hipp.
Anderson-Shiro deferred. They won, they deferred, and so the opening kickoff about to get started. Again, thanks for joining us. New Waverly football here tonight on SHN, brought to you by our great friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. They are the hometown experts in celebrating life. Ed Watto alongside myself, Rob Hipp here, Nathan Hight, TJ Garrett. The whole crew is here. Kevin Edney is our public address announcer who does a wonderful job. And a good crowd here again tonight under a beautiful Friday night in New Waverly, Texas, as two set back to receive for the Bulldogs. And we will get started in just a few moments. Kate Garrett is back there alongside Hunter Henry. Henry coming off of a great game against the Warren Warriors just a week ago. And we are set here for a good one tonight, Ed. I'm excited about this one.
Yeah, it's Friday Night Lights in Texas. Beautiful twilight going on right now. The lights on the field are kind of halfway working and halfway sunlight, so we're getting set to kick.
Anderson-Shiro set to kick this one away in just a few moments. The big two out there is Jordan Coronado, right toe to leather. We are underway on homecoming night. This one is fielded by Garrett across the 20, 25, and brought down at the 30. A good tackle there. And the open field by Blake DeBose. And here we go for New Waverly. Not bad field position as they'll start first down and 10 from their own 30. They'll move from left to right, of course, in their gray jerseys tonight. Gray pants, numbers in white, outlined in maroon. And the New Waverly, Texas logo on the side of the helmets with that maroon trim as well. Anderson-Shiro is in their white jerseys, white pants, and the royal blue numbers.
Yeah, it's just getting set up here. Looks like we've got Garrett in the gun with Hunter Henry behind him.
Two receivers down to the right, one up top to the left. We will start this. The Charlie's Used Cars first quarter. Here is the handoff. No, it's a keeper by Garrett, right side 30, and a few yards up to around the 34. A healthy run of 4 yards on first down will bring up second down and 6.
Yeah, Garrett just pulled that one. He saw that there was he was being pursued at the line of scrimmage, so he didn't give it to Henry. Takes it to the right side, gets himself about 4 yards.
To bring up second down and 6, 11:30 to go in the Charlie's Used Cars first quarter. Thanks for joining us tonight here on SHN. Here's a shotgun snap at the 30. Handoff will go back to the running back, lunging, powering forward, trying to gut that one back across the 35 and a couple of extra yards to the 38-yard line on the right hash marks, and a good carry and run there by Hunter Henry, the junior.
Yeah, Henry did a nice job getting in there, moving the pile a little bit. It's going to bring third and short. And, this is third and manageable.
Third down and a short 2 here for the Bulldogs. They'll send two receivers up top to the left, one down to the right. Garrett in the gun, running back behind him, standing on the 32. Some pressure coming up front here for Anderson-Shiro. The handoff, flags will fly in the backfield. And Henry trying to lower his shoulder. The forward progress from one of the line judges has him at the 40, the other at the 39. But there is laundry back there in the backfield, though.
Yeah, it looked like Anderson-Shiro had jumped. We'll wait for the signal here and see what this is. Looks like it's going against the Bulldogs.
And a tough break there because they would have been close. And we'll see how Coach Sha and Coach Strati set this one back up as they come out. Now would have been on that last play, obviously, was third down and short. This is going to take it back probably, at about a 10-yard variety?
Yeah, so they're going to be in a third and a very long I'm not. I didn't see the signal from the official, but it looks like it was a.
That was a 15-yard.
Yeah, it's a 15-yard. So more of the personal flavor.
15.
And so that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 15 now for New Waverly. Garrett in the gun, back behind him, 2 receivers to the left. Garrett rolls to the left at the 25-30, throws this one over right, and an incomplete around the 35-yard line. Had a good look on it down there, and the penalty is going to result in a punt now for New Waverly.
Yeah, Garrett just rolled left. The intended receiver was Zeke Barahale, and it just couldn't haul that one in.
Friends joining us already here. We'll say hello to Karen Wilson joining from Friendswood saying go Bulldogs. Also Bree Johnson saying excited to be here tonight. And now here's the punt happening from around the 15. This one a short punt. I believe it was a Garrett there. This one will take a nice roll though, and it will drop around the 36-yard line. First possession coming up tonight here for Anderson-Shiro. We'll talk about it when we come back. Stay with us as we continue. It's New Waverly Bulldogs football live tonight here in New Waverly, Texas on SHN Sports.
Looking for a car you can trust? Come on down to Charlie's Used Cars in Huntsville. We're not just another dealership, we're a family. For 50 golden years, we've been serving your community with quality pre-owned vehicles and unbeatable customer service. At Charlie's, you're not just buying a car, you're joining a legacy. Visit our virtual showroom to explore our vast inventory, each car complete with detailed information and pictures. Got questions? Our professional sales staff is here to guide you in every step of the way because your satisfaction is our mission. Discover why at Charlie's Used Cars, it's not just a deal, it's a relationship. Visit us online at charliesusedcarstx.com.
Welcome back to New Waverly Bulldogs football, presented by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, alongside Ed Watto. Here's Rob Hipp.
Connor Daly, the quarterback here for Anderson-Shiro, and a little bit late coming back from that rejoin. Looked for the handoff, went over to Jarvis Haynes, the running back, and it was a penalty here against the offense, and I didn't see it. I was looking down. Was that a hold?
No, it looked like it was, some movement down there on the line of scrimmage.
There was both an offensive and defensive.
So there was offensive and defensive penalty. So they will offset and they'll replay the first down. So Connor Daly, the quarterback here, is a junior for Anderson-Shiro. Jarvis Haynes gets a lot of carries. He is a running back. They'll split out of it here now, breaking out of the huddle. The left side, Christian Schroeder, one of the receivers, 2 receivers up top. We'll go first down and 10, do it over here. As Haynes will offset now to the left hip in motion. Here's a fake handoff, goes back over to Haynes on that right side, and he's met by a brick wall of Bulldogs. And looks like he may have just got back to the original line of scrimmage, so a great job there. And the defense coming up, Jackie Harper, the junior, with a stop, and it's second down and 10.
Yeah, Jackie Harper, Noah Vick in there, just like the Iron Curtain.
This defense riding in tonight with some confidence. And here we go on second down and 10 as Daly has it in the gun, trips this time down to the left. Running back Haynes offset. Here comes pressure on that right side. The pass goes to the right side. This one is caught. Leaping forward is Kieran Gill, and Gill may have got a few yards there, still short of the first down, but he picked up, it looks like 7 or 8.
Yeah, it was just, a typical Anderson-Shiro loves this play, looking left, looking right. The linebacker is supposed to cover that, but it'll bring up a 3rd and manageable for them. We'll see what the Bulldogs can do here.
3rd down, 3rd and 2.
Looks like 3rd, 2.5 or so here for Anderson-Shiro. Bulldog defense trying to hold him on 3rd. Here's the handoff, goes over to Haynes, left side, and Haynes met a brick wall. I don't think he got there, Ed. If he did, they're going to give him the progress. I think he was stopped maybe a yard short at the 45.
Yeah, Mason Bueller made the stop right there. He's going to be short, bring up 4th down. We're so glad to have Mason Bueller back. He last year played like an animal on JV. Started off, had a couple of things this year, but he's ready to go.
Looks like Jordan Coronado set to punt this one away, and set back to receive is Hunter Henry for New Waverly. So a good defensive stop. Watch out for any type of a fake here. I don't think Anderson-Shiro would start that early, but it is 4th and short. High snap, this one on the way. Coronado will punt. Very short punt, maybe only sells about 10 yards and takes a roll out of bounds around the 38-yard line. So, coming back up, New Waverly will have it for the second time tonight. We'll step aside and take a break. New Waverly football continues here on the SHN Sports Broadcast Network.
Hey, New Waverly sports fans, Robert Lindemann here. Dream of shining on the field? At HITTSS Solutions Player Development, we're all about helping instruct the stars to shine. Every player has the brilliance within. We're here to magnify it. Dive deep into the fundamentals of baseball and softball with proven strategies and top-tier techniques. But it's not just about physical skills. We unlock the mental side of the game. Learn the ABCs, attitude, belief, confidence, and the list goes on, shaping you into the best player God created you to be. Remember, as individuals shine, the whole team rises to victory. At HITTSS Solutions, we believe every star deserves its moment. And speaking of stars, HITTSS Solutions Player Development is proud to support New Waverly football. Here's to a stellar season. For more information, visit HITTSS.com.
Quickly added here, New Waverly starting from their own 38-yard line. One play already underway. It was Hunter Henry, the ball carrier, for about 3. Bring up 2nd down and 7. Trips in a triangle to the right side. One receiver up top to the left. No score. 7:34 to go in the Charlie's Used Cars first. Garrett decides to run here across the 45 as he will leap his way forward. Found some daylight. He's 1 yard short of that first down marker as he needed about 7. He got 6, and a good run right there by Cade Garrett.
Yeah, this play is just, he rolled to the right. It was a design pass or run. He just saw the green space in between him and his receiver, the tight end.
So it does bring up 3rd down and a short 1 or so here for...
Oh, they're moving the chains.
No, they moved it. They gave him the first down. Here's Garrett. This time the keeper to the left side across the 50 into enemy territory, as he will go near the left hash marks and picks up a healthy 5 yards or so. So it was a McGilberry Mechanical Heating and Cooling first down for New Waverly. I did not see that. I thought he was stopped a yard short.
Yeah, they were messing around with the change, and so there was just a little bit of a delay there. There was no signal out of the official, just the line judge started to move it.
So it'll bring up 2nd down and 6 or so. Here's Garrett. Handoff goes, I believe it's Henry. Henry at the bottom of the pile, back to the original line. It'll be 3rd down and long.
Yeah, it's just a, the bubble arc with the tight end coming across. We just didn't get enough sort of domination there at the line of scrimmage, but it looks like we're sort of moving to 3rd and long, possibly a passing scenario. 3rd and 5.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 5 or so. We'll get that scoreboard fixed here in just a moment. Here's Garrett, fake the handoff. One chasing behind him at the 45. He'll throw right arm, this one up in the air. It is intercepted at the 10-yard line. He threw it into traffic and hauling that one down there. It was Zane Sykes, I believe, was the intended, and it comes down and it's intercepted down there by Kagan Stevens. So tough break there and an interception.
He had Zane Sykes and Kenton Reese down in the area, but just the Anderson-Shiro defender was able to get in there and get that. But, sometimes that's as good as a punt, so we'll see what New Waverly can dial up here.
Second possession for Anderson-Shiro. The Fighting Owls will start on their own 9-yard line. 5:47 to go in the Charlie's Used Cars first. No score, as Connor Daly will send his team back out. 2 receivers down to the left. Daly, shotgun snap, back to the goal line, throws over his right shoulder, leaping and incomplete around the 15-yard line. The intended receiver was Kieran Gill.
Yeah, he was just, receiver for Anderson-Shiro. Looked like it was pretty wide open, just overthrown that time. And there was some nice pressure at the line of scrimmage. They're down inside the 5. This is a prime opportunity for New Waverly to get some sort of a safety. Excuse me, check that, the 10.
2nd and 10 for Anderson.
That is 2nd down and 10 at the 9-yard line. Anderson-Shiro's quarterback Connor Daly in the gun. Snap here. Gonna keep it? No, he'll flip it back on the option to his running back. Leaps forward, not much there, maybe a yard up to the 10-yard line. And 3rd down and long coming up for the Fighting Owls.
Yeah, Noah Vick just came out there and spied him the whole way, made the tackle at the line of scrimmage. It's a passing down coming up for Anderson-Shiro.
Christian Schroeder, receiver, still remains out there to the left side. Pierce Goodwin, a running back, is in the ball game now as part of 2 backs behind Connor Daly. He has one to either side. It's Goodwin to his right side. To the left hip is Haynes. And it's 3rd down and a long 9. Here's the snap, the pass, and the flat over the left side. He will find his back. Goodwin trying to lunge through defenders, will not get there. He's out of bounds around the 14-yard line, and a nice Bulldog defensive stop should force another punt.
Yeah, Noah Vick was there. He read that the whole way. Again, that typical Anderson-Shiro play that they like to throw the ball right out into the flat there. But we'll see what the call is here. Well, it's a defensive penalty against New Waverly.
Illegal hands to the face, and that's tough because it would have been 4th down and a punt coming up, and instead that's going to be 15 yards on the personal flavor, and it'll bring up 1st down. So a critical penalty there by the Bulldogs defense will move the sticks for Anderson-Shiro.
Yeah, and it's keeping this drive alive that otherwise would have been dead. Just a tough foul.
30-yard line.
Haynes lines up as the running back behind his quarterback Daly. 2 receivers to the left side, 1 up top, actually 2 up top to the right. Now a man in motion is Schroeder from right to left. And here's a handoff, and that one read like an elementary picture book as Haynes will go down. And I kept saying Haynes. I believe that was someone else out there. That was to Colton Calhoun was the one down there now, the freshman, and he got smothered for a loss in the backfield.
Yeah, Houston Forrester, Noah Vick, Jackson Hathorn, all in on that tackle for a loss. A big game-changing play. You know, you get that extra 4 yards, and it can make a big difference to kill a drive.
So to bring up 2nd down and very long here, about 14 or so. Calhoun is the running back. Here's Daly. He'll keep it. Trying to go to the left side. Slips, dips, falls down. And a little bit of a tap back there by Houston Forrester and company. And it'll bring up 3rd down and long.
Houston Forrester and Noah Vick just connecting again right there to be on the stop. Really, really nice job from those 2 seniors.
Again, we're working on that scoreboard. I know Nathan is working hard there to get that back up and going, so we'll have it for you in a moment. We are here in the Charlie's Used Cars first quarter, 3:24 to go. No score, and Anderson-Shiro facing 3rd down and about 14 or so as they're backed up all the way on their own 26. Here's the high snap. Handoff goes back over to the back, and Calhoun lunging forward across the 30. It's not going to be anywhere close. He had to get to the 40 and stop short, and that should force a punt.
Number 4.
Yeah, it was just straight up the middle. Again, another typical Anderson-Shiro play with them just trying to do the power.
Bring up
4th and 7. Looks like Anderson-Shiro is going to punt on this in a punt formation.
Yeah, set back to punt here. We've already seen a couple of punts here tonight by either team, and this one will punt from around the 25. Right toe to leather, much better this time, and a go around. And Henry drops it. Is he able to fall it? No, but luckily another New Waverly player was there in the area and was able to save that one. It just got out of the reach of Hunter Henry. And thank goodness down there. I was trying to see who popped up from the bottom. Was that Trey Davis?
Yeah, that looks like Trey Davis the third, and maybe Kenton Reese in on there. Didn't see which one came up with the ball.
By the Bulldogs.
And regardless, it was a gray jersey, and you'd love to see that.
Absolutely.
First and 10, Bulldogs.
3rd possession now for New Waverly here in the Charlie's Used Cars first quarter. 2:28 to go. As New Waverly will move from left to right. No score, ball on the 36-yard line. Garrett in the gun, back behind him, 2 receivers down to the right. Garrett, the late handoff as he goes to
Trey Davis.
Yeah, the big 3-2, Trey Davis, and Davis slips back there. This field, it's a grass field, and it's wet. After the rains that we've had, it dried out for the most part, but still wet. He slipped back there and lost some yardage, about 3 or so. It'll bring up 2nd and long.
Yeah, just a rookie mistake. You got to cut off the inside foot. You know, he's cutting off the inside foot there. It's just not sure-footed yet, but he'll get there.
Davis remains out there. This time the handoff is to Davis, trying to run back on the right hash marks at the 35, and the forward progress may only got him to the 34, so they're going to go ahead and give him an extra one up to the 35. So Trey Davis a short gain. It'll bring up 3rd down and long.
Yeah, 3rd down and long. Just Trey Davis has been real successful, especially in the Warrior game against Warren. and we look to see him again. He's got a tremendously bright future.
Looks like Kenton Reese, a receiver, down to the right side, and it's 3rd down and 12 or so here for the Bulldogs as they'll try to move the sticks. They've got to get it all the way to the 47. Here's Garrett, pressure coming, throws this one up. And, boy, slammed down to the ground, and not much there on that play. Nowhere to go for Trey Davis. And 4th down coming up here for New Waverly. They're going to have to punt this one away.
Yeah, that one was just a screen to the left side at Noah Vick, but Noah kept the linebacker, didn't get beyond the linebacker. The linebacker read it perfectly just on the, seeing the behavior of the offensive line. So it's bringing up 4th down.
4th down here, and 50 seconds remaining in this Charlie's Used Cars first quarter. Low snap, punt on the way from the right foot. This one will roll end over end. Nowhere close was Kagan Stevens. This one will continue to roll, and a good punt will drop around the 15-yard line, and that is where Anderson-Shiro will have it when we come back. No score. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. This is New Waverly Bulldog football live tonight on SHN Sports.
Are you a first responder, medical professional, teacher, or military member looking to buy or sell a home in Walker or Montgomery County? Vicki McKenzie Realtor is here to make your dream home a reality.
Hi, I'm Vicki McKenzie, and I know that heroes like you deserve special treatment. That's why I've partnered with Homes for Heroes.
Homes for Heroes offers financial benefits for heroes who are buying or selling their homes, and when you work with Vicki, she presents the hero with a check equivalent to nearly 1% of the home selling price.
That's right. I want to give back to those who serve our community and our nation every day.
Imagine walking into your dream home knowing that you've been rewarded for your hard work and dedication for serving your community.
Visit my website at themckenziegroup.tx.com to start your home search or to learn more about how I can assist you.
Don't wait. Make your next move with Vicki McKenzie and contribute to a cause that supports our local heroes.
Visit themckenziegroup.tx.com today because heroes like you deserve a home to call their own.
Bulldog football is presented by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Now, let's go back to the gridiron. Here's Rob Hipp with the call.
Well, that will end it for the 4th quarter. It's a quick handoff and run there on that right side by Jarvis Haynes. He only picked up a couple. It'll be 2nd down. We'll step aside, take another break as that'll wrap up our Charlie's Used Cars first quarter. It is the Rodeo Mexican Restaurant 2nd quarter. When we come back here on SHN, no score here tonight in New Waverly, Texas. We'll be right back after this.
Are you looking for the perfect place to satisfy your Mexican food cravings? Look no further than Rodeo Mexican Restaurant in Huntsville. Established in April 2003, Rodeo Mexican Restaurant is a family-owned and operated establishment that brings you the flavors of authentic Mexican cuisine. From flautas and tamales to chimichangas and mouth-watering drinks, there's something for everyone. Planning a game night to support the New Waverly Bulldogs? Why not make it a fiesta with Rodeo Mexican Restaurant's extensive takeout menu? So come on down with your friends and family to enjoy the best local Mexican food in Huntsville. Visit our website at www.rodeomexicanrestaurant.com to place your order for delivery or pickup today. Rodeo Mexican Restaurant, where every meal is a fiesta.
Second quarter action is brought to you by Rodeo Mexican Restaurant. Let's return to Rob Hipp.
Back at it here. We'll switch the script now, go left to right. Here's a pass off the fingertips and incomplete. Around the 20-yard line, it was the pass there from Connor Daly. Trying to go over to Kagan Stevens. It's incomplete. 3rd down and a long 7 coming up here for Anderson-Shiro. We're back. No score. 11:56 to go. Just underway in the Rodeo Mexican Restaurant 2nd quarter.
Yeah, that one was really well covered by Mason Bueller out to the right-hand side. They like those little short passes at Anderson-Shiro.
Again, 11:56 to go, just underway, 4 seconds off the clock. Connor Daly in the gun, 2 receivers down to the right. Shotgun back to the 10, loses footing, able to stay on it, now throws off the right shoulder, up and incomplete around the 30-yard line, trying to skyrocket up there. Was Pierce Goodwin, and it was nowhere close. And 4th down and another punt coming up. It's been the punt game here tonight so far in New Waverly.
Yeah, I think that, the field condition has not been perfect for these guys. And I think that, they're just trying to deal with that. It does seem as though it's a little bit of a slower game when you look at the way some of the running backs have run. Some have had trouble cutting, and also some of the receivers with the routes they're running.
do want to welcome you in. Let us know that you're out there tonight. You can text us on the Bulldog fan line at 512-522-9105. And here is the punt. This one is on the way. Short punt. We'll take a line drive. Bounces across the 40, down to the 30, and that's where it'll drop for New Waverly. They'll have it when we come back. More to come here on SHN. This is New Waverly Bulldog football live tonight here in New Waverly, Texas.
Storm season is right around the corner, Texas friends. And when it comes to protecting your home, choosing the right roofer is crucial. Texas Signature Roofing is the answer you've been searching for. This locally and veteran-owned business specializes in residential composition shingles, standing seam metal, and commercial roofing. With 2 convenient locations in Huntsville and College Station, they've got most of the Lone Star State covered. Beyond their technical expertise, Texas Signature Roofing also offers military discounts and is fully committed to customer satisfaction. Their skilled team won't sign off until the job meets their high standards. Ready for a roof that lasts? Call 936-661-8442 or visit TexasSignatureRoofing.com to secure your free consultation today. Texas Signature Roofing, setting the industry standard for quality and reliability and proudly supporting New Waverly Bulldog football.
Bulldog football is presented by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Now, let's go back to the gridiron. Here's Rob Hipp with the call.
May have been a flag on that punt because New Waverly originally was lined up around their own 27, but they've moved this ball back more now. It looks like around the 12-yard line or so. Ed did not see a flag down there, but they have moved it back, and this is where New Waverly will start their 4th possession of the night. Yeah,
I'm surprised that, not this year, with the number of times there's been a penalty and we have not seen a flag on the field.
Garrett in the gun, 2 receivers spread wide up top to the right, 1 down to the left, and Garrett has a back behind him. 11:36 to go here in the Rodeo Mexican Restaurant. Second quarter, no score. And the 4th possession for the Bulldogs here tonight as they move from right to left. Here's a handoff to the back as he tries to wiggle his way across defenders across the 20. Close, still on his feet as he powers his way to the 30 on the left side. Oh, mama, what a run. Flags will fly at the end of the play, but how about that? Hunter Henry saying, bring the hammer, baby. I'm taking this one for a first down.
Yeah, just a nice run. We don't know what the flag is there, but look, Coach Sha walking out onto the field asking for a clarification from the official.
And that flag came very, very late. Typically, you'd see that in the area of a hold, and the Anderson-Shiro player down there is kind of being argumentative with one of the officials, and some of the players are saying step back, and we'll see here. Oh, it's going to go against New Waverly. Tough break there because that flag came out very late, Ed. It looked like all those yards that Hunter Henry had fought for were legitimate until that very final last couple of yards, and that's where the flag was thrown.
Yeah, this is one, the nice thing was, I guess, if you can say this is a nice thing, that they threw the flag, but there's just not a crispness out of the signals that we can't see them from up here, and I've got 2015 vision, there's not a crispness like, the expectation out of the official is that they give that with military precision, and we haven't seen that here tonight.
It does move it back. It will still be first down. Looks like about first down and 7 now, which is kind of strange. Now we have some movement on that far right side as Brody was down there. He got a jump, but there was another player on the Anderson side, and we'll see if it's going to go against New Waverly.
Yeah. I don't know. Looked like false start against the office. Looks like against New Waverly. They'll take New Waverly back a couple more yards.
2 down to the left is Zane Sykes alongside Zeke Barahel, who was targeted earlier in this ball game with the pass. Was not able to haul that one in. Part of those 2 receivers down to the left side. 11:14 to go here in the Rodeo Mexican Bar and Grill Restaurant. Second quarter, no score. New Waverly's 4th possession. Boy, things have been really sloppy here to get this drive started for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, illegal procedure there. It's just a lot of chippiness going on. It looks like there's a lot of talk back and forth between both sides. Anderson-Shiro is the rival of New Waverly and vice versa.
Does move it back beyond inside the 10-yard line now. So, boy, still first down. I feel like we've been on first forever here. First and 12 now?
Yes, sir.
As Garrett in the gun, 1 back offset to the left of his hip, 2 receivers down to the left on that left hash mark. And here is the handoff, trying to fight through several defenders, tracing that left hash mark, and finally popping up on the play. Hunter Henry picking up a few yards. He'll get it past the original line of scrimmage by about 2 yards. It'll bring up second down at a manageable 8. So all of that action, and here we are only on second down and finally 2 yards out of it, Ed.
Yeah, I mean, they're at 2nd and 8. They can work with this and keep this drive alive.
So here we go, and another false start, and this will move it back 5 more.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, whether we've had a couple of guys, a little frustration expressed, and whether it's something that's being said on the defensive line or they're trying to go on a longer count.
Ball is favoring that left hash mark. It'll move it back to around the 9-yard line. 2nd down and 13 or so here for New Waverly. No score. 10:25 to go in the Rodeo Mexican Restaurant 2nd quarter. Here's a keeper by Garrett. Sold the fake beautifully to the right side, trying to turn on the Jets, and he is not able to turn the corner and get that one downhill. And he may have just got back to that original line on that previous play. And it's 3rd down and a long 13 coming up here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, just he's rolling to the right, but it was very well pursued, but almost over pursued. You know, you start to see that early in the game, and you think about, hey, maybe we can do some ball handling, hide the ball, and do some sort of reverse. We saw that in the Shepherd game, how they were over pursuing.
Zane Sykes, Zeke Barahel, 2 receivers down to the left. A little bit of pressure coming here from Anderson-Shiro. Garrett able to work, throws this one over center, and it's incomplete around the 25-yard line. He was looking down there in the direction of his player, Zeke Barahel, and Barahel, it was too low on the ground, bounced off the turf, and it's 4th down for New Waverly.
Yeah, I think Zeke might have slipped on that. You know, it's just the footing. It's a different. The surface feels a little different. We had a lot of sun today, 86, 90 degrees, but still not completely dry.
One back to receive here for Anderson-Shiro. Is this Cade Garrett remaining? He has been the punter so far, and we've got a whistle here and a timeout called by New Waverly as the play clock was winding down. They'll take a timeout. We'll take it with them. Still no score with 9:38 to go in the Rodeo Mexican Restaurant. 2nd quarter. This is New Waverly Bulldog football on the all-new Bulldogs Broadcast Network. We'll be right back, friends, after this.
Howdy, New Waverly fans. Are you ready for some Bulldog football? Robert Lindeman here with HITTSS Solutions Realty. Dreaming of a place that feels unmistakably yours? At HITTSS Solutions Realty, we bring you home. Our mission, to guide you every step of the way, ensuring you find that perfect piece of property that whispers, welcome home, every time you step in. Whether you're diving into the market to buy or ready to pass on your cherished space, our expert team stands by your side, turning the process into a seamless journey. So, ready to make a move? Contact HITTSS Solutions Realty. Let's get the ball rolling and bring you closer to your dream home. At HITTSS Solutions, we recognize that every star should have its time to shine. In that spirit, HITTSS Solutions Realty is thrilled to back New Waverly football, wishing them a season as bright as the stars. For more information, visit HITTSS.com.
2nd quarter action is brought to you by Rodeo Mexican Restaurant. Let's return to Rob Hipp.
Here's Garrett on the punt. It'll sail around the 50 and brought down around the 45-yard line on the New Waverly side of the field. The return there was Kagan Stevens. We'll keep things right here as we're still no score, 9:30 to go. And it's been a lot of punting in this ball game as Anderson-Shiro will start with their best field position of the night, starting on the New Waverly 45-yard line. I want to remind you, friends, this season is made possible by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, the hometown experts in celebrating life. Also, 3 Spoons Yogurt, where Bulldogs fans come to chill. Big thank you to Cabins and More of Texas, where you can find your perfect space. With Cabins and More of Texas, visit CAMOTX.com today. Big thank you to Nelson Amaya's Collision Center, where honest work meets community focus, keeping Walker County safe and smiling since 1999. And also, we want to thank HITTSS Solutions, my good friend Robert Lindeman, HITTSS Solutions Player Development and Realty, helping to instruct the stars to shine. We bring you home.
Yeah, that punt return there, Kenton Reese did a real nice job of coverage. Anytime you can keep a punt return less than 5 yards, is a really nice job. Anderson just got about +2 on that punt return, and still great field position for them. So we'll hopefully New Waverly can make a stop right here.
Anderson-Shiro will start at the New Waverly 45, 9:30 to go here in the Rodeo Mexican Restaurant second. 4 up front, now showing a little bit of a blitz. Here's a pass over center. This man is wide open at the 20, down to the 10, the 5, and touchdown. Threw a strike there right into the hands of Pierce Goodwin. A 45-yard touchdown pass to Goodwin.
Yeah, Goodwin was just running up along the numbers, and he was just, it looks like it was a blown coverage there. Just got, the defender allowed him to get behind him, and pass was true.
Tough break there, as we've seen just punt after punt after punt after punt. Saw an interception, and now Anderson-Shiro able to break one through. First play of their 5th possession of the night results in that 45-yard touchdown pass off the hands of Daly. And here is the 2-point conversion. They're not going to try to kick this one. They're going to try to take this in for 2. Daly snap, hand off to his back, lunges forward, pushes his way, an easy bake oven. Jarvis Haynes gets him 2 to make it an 8-point contest now. We'll step aside. We'll take a brief break. More to come here on SHN. Stay with us. This is New Waverly Bulldog football on the all-new SHN Bulldog Broadcast Network.
For more than 2 decades, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home has been committed to providing the highest quality service to your family in their time of need. I'm Greg Smith, owner of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We recognize when you make funeral arrangements with us, you're choosing both the use of our premier facilities and the care for your loved ones that only our professional, dedicated staff can provide. We are here to fulfill the desire of each family that comes through our doors. It's my family's honor to serve yours. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, your hometown experts at celebrating life.
Bulldog football is presented by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Now, let's go back to the gridiron. Here's Rob Hipp with the call.
Welcome back at it here. Rob Hipp high atop the Hit Solutions broadcast booth. Appreciate Robert Linneman, Hit Solutions Player Development, Hit Solutions Realty, alongside Ed Watto moments ago. It was the 5th possession for Anderson-Shiro. Started out after a New Waverly punt on the New Waverly 45-yard line. One play, one 45-yard touchdown pass to Goodwin, and that's where we sit at the 9:22 mark, 8-0. Here is the punt from left to right, fielded down there, and a knee was already down around the 35-yard line by Zeke Barahel. And we'll see if New Waverly can respond, trailing 8-0.
Yeah, New Waverly's in a, they've got to respond now. They starting out with good field position on this 1st and 10 play. So we'll see what they've got, who they're bringing in at running back. We had running back by committee last week. It looks like Hunter Henry's back in there. So more of the standard or base package for New Waverly to be able to run or throw the ball here.
Sykes and Kenton Reese will line up as 2 receivers, up top to the left, up top to the right, one down to the left. And here we go. It's 1st and 10 for New Waverly from the 35. Shotgun, ball pops out. This one is picked up. Scoop trying to run it back here and tackled at the 15. It's a turnover, and Ty Shaleski was able to pick that one up. Luckily, he was tackled just outside the 10, but here's Anderson-Shiro knocking on the door again now at the 15.
Yeah, it's just a tough play. The ball can get slippery even though everything's pretty dry. Ball just got knocked loose. Anderson-Shiro trying to make a scoop and score, and Cade Garrett came up, saved the touchdown with a tackle.
Anderson-Shiro will have an even better field position here, starting out from the New Waverly 15-yard line. The last time they were on the New Waverly 45 and were able to go one play, one touchdown pass to take it 8-0 after a successful 2-point conversion try. And so here comes the Fighting Owls with some momentum behind their back. 8:53 to go. Still a lot of football left tonight here in the Rodeo Mexican Bar and Grill second quarter. Daly in the gun, one back way behind him. Trips up top this time, now empty backfield. Daly loses his grip. Boy, it is wet on that field. He was design play there as he faked it to the left, took off to run, but immediately the turf monster got him in a short gain just inside the 15, maybe to the 14-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, he got, he had a wide open lane there right around his left tackle, but really just pushed off too hard. And I think the center of this field is really, really soft.
Again, 2nd and 9 here from left to right. Daly in the gun, back offset to the left of his hip is Haley. Here is Daly passing over, has a man, touchdown. Boy, just made that look easy as he threw it right into the hands of Christian Schroeder. And that one is in for a 14-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, just making it look easy on the New Waverly defense. He would, roll to the left. There was some pressure pushing him out there, but he just threw a dart.
So in just a little over a minute, New Waverly has not been able to stop Anderson-Shiro. The Fighting Owls have now scored 2 touchdowns. They're going to go for 2 more here, leading now 14-0. Running back Haynes is in there. Here's the handoff. No, it's a little trick play to the left side. Flip it over to Goodwin, and Goodwin is stopped. So the 2-point conversion is no good, but it is 14-0 as Anderson-Shiro with the lead. We'll step aside, take a break. 8:13 to go in the Rodeo Mexican Restaurant. This is New Waverly Bulldog football on the all-new Bulldogs Broadcast Network.
When you live and work in the town where you were born and raised, lots of people become just like family. I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Over the years, we've shared a lot of good times and some tough times, and I'm honored to be the one you call on in your time of need. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, our goal is to help our neighbors in need and always provide the most outstanding service available, even on those really tough days. I thank you for your trust in us. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we're here for you.
Bulldog football is presented by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Now, let's go back to the gridiron. Here's Rob Hipp with the call.
Moments ago, 6th possession for Anderson-Shiro was after a New Waverly fumble. They picked it up. It was picked up by, I believe it was Ty Shell. There's Ty Shaleski picked it up, got it back to around the 15 of New Waverly, and then it was a 14-yard touchdown pass to Schroeder. 2-point conversion, no good. 14-0, 8:13 to go in the Rodeo Mexican Restaurant second. Right toe to leather. Here's another little line drive. This one will be fielded around the 30 here by New Waverly's Jackson Hathorn, and Hathorn, a nice return across the 35 on the right side near the 40. So we'll see if New Waverly can respond. They've got it in good field position. Just got to hold on to the ball here.
Yeah, he's got it up to the 39. But, we've seen both teams try to run, have guys slip. We've seen receivers some slip. But these last 2 touchdowns by Anderson-Shiro have all been on these 45-yard and basically a 17-yard pass.
And Waverly will start here. They'll call it actually as their own 38-yard line, moving from right to left. It's kind of the comeback kids for a while. The Bulldogs, after a string of defeats, they brought home that win last week against the Warren Warriors, showcasing their unwavering spirit. But tonight here, trailing 14-0 with 8:07 to go here in the Rodeo Mexican Restaurant second. Garrett will have it in the gun. Handoff goes to Hunter Henry, able to stretch his way through 1 tackle on that right side, and a gain of 4 or so brings up 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, and that's just a nice little inside handoff, nice blocking. New Waverly just needs to put a series of those together, a series of good blocking to get first downs.
Houston Forcer will join triplets down to the left, 1 receiver up top to the right. Here's Garrett. He will pass Barahel at his feet. It's incomplete. And boy, Barahel was drilled after the play, and that's going to be a personal foul against the Anderson-Shiro Owls and Pierce Goodwin. Goodwin was just ready to make a play. The whistle had already blown, and he popped, and that's a 15-yard flavor. A little bit of extra juice here for New Waverly. We'll see if they can capitalize.
Yeah, it's just probably an extra 15 yards here. Just no need for that from either team. And, once the ball hits the ground, it's just a little bit of a lack of discipline. But, hey, you know what? It's it's 15 yards.
New Waverly
is the beneficiary, and we'll take it.
New Waverly coming off that high-scoring affair where they put up a whopping 48 points in that last matchup a week ago. It was a season high and a stark contrast to their previous matches, indicating a potential offensive resurgence, and maybe this is the drive where that resurgence comes back for New Waverly. They will move it into Anderson-Shiro territory. It's an unfamiliar place for the Bulldogs here tonight. 7:34 to go in the second as they're trailing 14-0. Garrett fakes the handoff, pass over left side, in traffic, caught just outside the 35-yard line. It was a dagger of a strike right into the hands of Barahel. That may be some confidence on about a 6-yard gain. Brings up second down and long for New Waverly.
Yeah, nice catch by Zeke Barahel. He's just he's one of the, of several options, and Garrett threw a strike right to him.
It's on the 38-yard line now of Anderson-Shiro. With 7:02 and ticking here in the Rodeo Mexican Restaurant second quarter, New Waverly trails 14-0. 3 receivers set, 1 down to the left, 2 up top. Here's the handoff to Henry. Henry finds traction, spinning around like a top across the 30-yard line. That will move the sticks on a McGilberry mechanical heating and cooling. First down for the Bulldogs.
It's yards after the first contact. Hunter Henry makes contact with the defender, spins around, keeps his feet moving, and gets a first down for his team.
Got it up to the 39-yard line. We always say yards after catch, yards after carry. If you're going to talk some yak, do it that way. A little yakety-yak by Hunter Henry.
That's right, yards after contact.
So here we go. This is New Waverly near the 30. Handoff Henry again, trying to find some resurgence in between on that right side. He will leap forward, and a short gain brings up second down, and looks like 9 from here, maybe give him 1 or 2.
Yeah, it's just 2 yards, but impressive in that Hunter Henry is, we know the footing's not great, but he just grunts this one out and gets 2 yards.
Henry to the sideline. Noah Vick will come in now as the running back for Hunter Henry. 2 receivers up top to the right. Kenton Reese is up there. 1 down to the left is Barahel. It is second down and 9. Just beyond the 25-yard line for New Waverly. Snap back, here's a pressure coming. Garrett trying to elude it. Turns on the Jets, throws right hand. This one incomplete at the 10 as he was looking in the direction of Houston Forrester. Maybe just had to throw that one away. He was being chased by 2 back there, and one of those big guys right on his tail was Mason Colby, the senior defensive lineman.
Yeah, I think Garrett is really good at evading pressure. If he, can just get an extra second or has to only deal with one person while he's rolling out, it really creates him. It gives him a better ability to look downfield.
3rd and 9, handoff Noah Vick. Vick trying to find the trick as he goes across the 25 and downhill, still pushing his way forward. How about this? They're going to let this line push him. And he got it down to around the 22-yard line or so. And it's going to bring up 4th down, and New Waverly's going to go for it here, I would assume. They're in that no man's land. They've got to go, what does it look like, Ed? Maybe 4th and 3?
I think it's a 4th and 3. I think you got to go. I think you roll Garrett out left, roll him out right, run pass option.
Here we go. Noah Vick the back, 2 receivers up top. Here's Garrett, rolls to the right. Pass, this one caught. First down, New Waverly lunging forward. And how about that for the Bulldogs? Still on his feet. What a play on 4th and 3. That'll move the chains on a McGilberry mechanical heating and cooling first down.
Yeah, beautiful play by Houston Forrester.
Forrester, yep.
Did a really nice job, and then getting a couple yards after contact.
I knew it was one of those gentlemen because Forrester has those bright pink socks on out there, and I said, wait a minute, the other guys are all his offensive linemen. They're not going to catch the ball. Forrester's going to come off here. And running back onto it is Brody Watto. Brody Watto coming in here as he's having a talk real quick, I believe, with Coach Strati, and Brody Watto is here on the offensive side now. He's going to line up as a back here, Ed.
Yeah, they'll probably just arc him across.
Maybe use some of that powerful side on the left. Look for the run to go to the left here. Here's the handoff. This one will go to Noah Vick. Lunges forward. They're already inside the Vicki McKenzie real estate red zone. You can step into the red zone with Vicki McKenzie. Your perfect home is just a play away. And Noah Vick inside the 10. And it's going to bring up second down. Looks like about 7 from here. Momentum on the side of the New Waverly Bulldogs now. Trying to punch one home.
You know, this is a place in the field. You just need to dig in and get whatever yards you can. Get your first down.
Here's Garrett. High snap. Fake the handoff to Vick. Chasing from behind 1, eludes it to the 10. Here is Garrett to the 5. Garrett down around the 6-yard line. Heads up play by Garrett on the keeper.
Quarterback on the keeper there, number 19, Kate Garrett.
Got it to the 6-yard line. He was close to the 5.
6-yard line, tackled by number 7.
And it is, I believe, 3rd and goal. Can they get a first down? I don't think they can.
I don't know.
It's a weird spot.
It's a weird spot.
I think they can. I think they can get one at about the half-yard line, according to what we're seeing.
I think this looks like a power heavy package in here. They got a back in the back, lineman in the backfield.
Boy, it was a direct snap to Forrester. He took it in, but the whistles blew before that one got off. And a timeout, I believe, was called by Anderson-Shiro. So, boy, they were pulling the little hat trick out there. It was a direct snap to Forrester. Forrester would have had it in, but that whistle blew.
Yeah. You know what? I mean, I think I'd run the same play. I think I would just say, hey, we're going.
We'll keep things right here as we thank some more of our great sponsors. A lot of folks helping to make this coverage possible tonight. We appreciate all the generous support. And, Ed, I'm trying to flip around and find papers here. I got stuff all over the place. Big thank you to DoubleDave's Pizzaworks. Get it while it's hot. McGilberry Mechanical Heating and Cooling, offering a complete range of HVAC services for Huntsville, Texas, and the surrounding areas. Also, thank you to Vicki McKenzie Real Estate. Your perfect home is just a play away. Tim Rushing over Charlie's Used Cars in Huntsville. Customer satisfaction is our #1 priority. And, of course, our good friend Delphina at Rodeo Mexican Restaurant, the best local Mexican food restaurant in Huntsville, Texas. Here we go, 3rd down and 4 or 5 here for New Waverly. Here's Forrester. It's that same play. Forrester powering his way forward.
Touchdown.
He splits the trees, chops some wood, baby. And the Bulldogs are in the end zone for the first time tonight. We'll call it a 6-yard run by Houston Forrester.
I tell you what, I'd call that play a couple more times tonight.
Boy, he just looked like nobody could stop him.
Yeah, 6'5", 200 and whatever pounds he is. I mean, he's been growing all year. Didn't he start off the year at 6'2"? My goodness.
They put him on the stretch machine.
Yeah, he's still listed at 6'2", 223. He's every bit of 6'5".
Here's Callaway Edney with the extra point try. The kick is up on the way, and it is good. And how about that for New Waverly with 2:57 to go in the Rodeo Mexican Restaurant second quarter. They're on the board, trailing now by a single score. We'll step aside, take a break. More exciting New Waverly Bulldog football continues when we come back on the all-new Bulldogs Broadcast Network.
Hi, this is Greg Smith. Thank you for once again voting Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home Best Funeral Home in the Huntsville Items Reader's Choice Awards. Our staff truly are the best and care so much for the families that we serve. Over 20 years ago, I was asked to bring a new funeral home to Huntsville with 2 primary goals: provide a facility that Huntsville and Walker County deserve and could be proud of, and provide outstanding service even on the darkest days. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, your hometown experts in celebrating life.
Are you looking for the perfect place to satisfy your Mexican food cravings? Look no further than Rodeo Mexican Restaurant in Huntsville. Established in April 2003, Rodeo Mexican Restaurant is a family-owned and operated establishment that brings you the flavors of authentic Mexican cuisine. From flautas and tamales to chimichangas and mouth-watering drinks, there's something for everyone. Planning a game night to support the New Waverly Bulldogs? Why not make it a fiesta with Rodeo Mexican Restaurant's extensive takeout menu? So come on down with your friends and family to enjoy the best local Mexican food in Huntsville. Visit our website at www.rodeomexicanrestaurant.com to place your order for delivery or pickup today. Rodeo Mexican Restaurant, where every meal is a fiesta.
Welcome back to New Waverly Bulldogs football, presented by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Alongside Ed Watto, here's Rob Hipp.
Kickoff by New Waverly goes out of bounds on an illegal procedure, but before that it was the 6th possession for New Waverly. Started on their own 38-yard line. 62 yards later it was capped off by a 6-yard touchdown direct snap run to Houston Forester. And the Bulldogs getting on the board at the 2:57 mark, trailing 14-7 after the extra point kick was good by Callaway Edney. That is your DoubleDave's Pizzaworks scoring drive recap.
Yeah, I think that, they ran that play with Houston Forester, the 6-yard run. They ran that before the timeout, so Anderson-Shiro saw it and could prepare for it, and then they ran it again, and it was even better the second time.
Did not, you looked at it, could not prepare for it because Houston Forester split the forest, brought out the axe, chopped the trees, and there we go. Here's Anderson-Shiro from left to right, snap back over to Daly. Daly, good protection, slings this one. Oh, it's intercepted just beyond the 50-yard line. Interception on the play as it went right into the hands. Is that Zeke Barahel?
That's Mason Bueller.
Number 10, yeah, it's
Mason Bueller.
Mason Bueller said, bring it to me, baby. And now the momentum is right behind the Bulldogs' bite.
Absolutely. So there's 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Huge game-changing interception. And like I said in the pregame, the quarterback for Anderson-Shiro has thrown interceptions in the past. And Mason Bueller, that is his first interception of the year. That is his first varsity interception as well.
This ball will start for New Waverly on their own 48. Garrett chased from behind, eludes defenders, rolls to the right, trying to go back to the left, and now launches this one, and it's incomplete around the 40.
Appears that there was a late hit on
flag back
Garrett. Looks like right after he threw that, there was a late hit. Personal foul.
Roughing the passer.
Yeah, roughing the passer, 15-yard variety.
Yeah, so we're now at 2 minutes and 39 seconds. That'll take a big chunk of this field out of the way for New Waverly. See what we can do. Continue with the strong personnel changes and play calling. Which really seemed to make a difference in that last drive.
I want to welcome everybody in. Thanks for joining us tonight on the Bulldog Broadcast Network via SHN Sports. Let us know you're out there. You can text us on the Bulldog Fan text line at 512-522-9105. As we get set here now inside Anderson-Shiro territory. Garrett chased from behind. This one caught by Forester. And the reception made around the 36-yard line for a short gain. Boy, they're really starting to get Houston involved in this ball game now.
Yeah, he's a big target at 6'5", easy to see, easy to spot. A short gain, I think nice play call. There was some pressure that Garrett had to deal with, so he had to make a quick decision.
Second down and 9 for New Waverly. 2:06 and ticking in the Rodeo Mexican Restaurant second. Here's Garrett, fakes the handoff. Pressure, throws, left side incomplete. Boy, and he has had that pressure in his face all night tonight. Give Anderson-Shiro credit about how they've been able to penetrate the line, and we've seen a lot of Mason Colby in the face of Cade Garrett here this evening.
Yeah, it seems like that was a broken play. It looked like Zeke Barahel was down there downfield blocking with somebody else, but the intended receiver I could not see.
Hunter Henry in there as the back. Zeke Barahel alongside Zane Sykes to the left side. One receiver up top to the right. Houston Forester will stand just in front of Cade Garrett. Shotgun snap, 40, rolls back, 45. Pass over right side at the foot and incomplete to Barahel around the 24-yard line. It's going to bring up fourth down and a long 9.
Yeah, I'm just not sure. Garrett has had about 4 or 5 passes that have just been really low. I know he's trying to thread them in there, but I think it's just he's not been able to set his feet on this footing and transfer that energy to his arm.
New Waverly looking to convert here. Here's Garrett, shotgun back to the 45, unloads right side. This one up, battle caught. Oh, mama, what a play! Did Zane Sykes psych him out? Oh, baby! Zane Sykes said, "Psych! I got you in front of 2 defenders."
Yeah, beautiful play by Cade Garrett and Zane Sykes. Cade Garrett throwing into double coverage, and Sykes just going up, fighting for the ball, getting higher than the receiver.
I know some of the fans may have been up on that one, but he got that one, and it is inside the Vicki McKenzie Real Estate red zone. Here's Houston Forrester to the direct snap. Across the 5, Forrester powers his way forward, and is he close? Some of the coaching staff or some of the fans, yes, they're going to give him a late signal. How about that? We'll call it 11 yards for Houston Forrester, his second touchdown of the night. And we've got a ball game at homecoming here in New Waverly, Texas.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, what a play.
It was just a beautiful play with a direct snap. Clearly, Anderson-Shiro cannot stop that play. I would consider using that anywhere on the field at this point. They just don't seem to have an answer for that.
And we've got a timeout here by New Waverly. Boy, Ed, it is getting exciting here on the field, up here in the booth tonight. The fans are all rowdy here in New Waverly, a sea of maroon and white. And this is why you don't ever say, hey, you're down 14-0. That doesn't matter. There's still a lot of football left here tonight. We're still in the first half with 1:18 to go in the second.
You know, the one thing that is great about Texas football, Texas high school football, is, you know, kids, they and coaches are resilient, and they continue to fight. And if something gets them down, they just continue to fight on. And particularly for the New Waverly squad. I mean, that is you know, it's not something that we're used to doing, but we'll fight from behind if we need to.
Well, here we go. We're going to nickname him Pink Socks because it's working tonight. He is back out there, and look for it maybe to go to Houston Forrester again. We don't see Cade Garrett out there at all. It's been Forrester on these direct snaps. He has really been the momentum force, and we're going to see a 2-point conversion try here.
Yeah, run it until they stop it.
Yeah, here we go. So here's Houston Forrester, direct snap, Forrester right side, lowers his shoulder. Oh, he stopped. Oh, my goodness. He did not get in, and it's a 1-point trail now for – I still like the call, though. I still like it.
Call.
You're trailing by 1, 14-13, but the momentum clearly behind you now if you're on New Waverly side.
Yeah, so Anderson-Shiro moved an extra lineman in there. I think that made all the difference. Houston Forrester tried to go a little bit wider. But on the flip side, here's the thing. They did get that direct snap to the he still gained positive yardage. He just didn't get all the way into the end zone.
A drive for New Waverly started out on their own 48-yard lines, capped off by an 11-yard touchdown run to Houston Forrester. The Axe has been busy tonight chopping wood for his second rushing touchdown on a direct snap. At the 1:18 mark, the 2-point conversion try was no good, and New Waverly trails 14-13, again with 1:18 to go in the Rodeo Mexican Restaurant second quarter. And that is your DoubleDave's Pizzaworks scoring drive recap. Put a little pepperoni on it tonight, and we'll see how New Waverly can continue to roll here as they've got momentum clearly behind them right now.
Yeah, so, you know, I think the situation here is you don't want to give them a short field, you know, but we'll see what this kick's going to bring.
So here we go. Still plenty of time for Anderson-Shiro as well. They've got all 3 of their timeouts, so consider that here. Leading by 1, 14-13. Here is Callaway Edney. This one will take a bounce at the 35, and immediately the knee is taken, and that will down the ball by Kagan Stevens around the 35. We're going to go ahead and keep things. Actually, let's take a quick 30-second. We'll be back in a moment. This is New Waverly Bulldog Football live tonight on SHN Sports.
For more than 2 decades, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home has been committed to providing the highest quality service to your family in their time of need. I'm Greg Smith, owner of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We recognize when you make funeral arrangements with us, you're choosing both the use of our premier facilities and the care for your loved ones that only our professional dedicated staff can provide. We are here to fulfill the desire of each family that comes through our doors. It's my family's honor to serve yours. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, your hometown experts at celebrating life.
Back at it here as Anderson-Shiro will start this from their own 35-yard line, moving from left to right. Here's a run, and boy, how about this for Haynes, breaking through defenders, still on his feet on that left side across the 30 down to the 25, still going 10-5 touchdown. Oh, mama. Wow, what a turn of events.
I think, you know, the one thing that I had said there was, you know, it's you just giving them a short field, but really the linebackers all seem to get caught up with blocks, and then he was into the secondary, into that second level, and really just he just kept his feet going.
63 yards for that touchdown.
Caught officially a 63-yard touchdown run by Jarvis Haynes. He could not be brought down. One play does it. And it is back to a 7-point advantage as it stands right now for Anderson-Shiro. Haynes looks like he's set to be the one to extra point kick try this. And we've got a quick whistle and a time is called here.
That timeout is a team timeout taken by Anderson.
So Anderson-Shiro will take the team timeout. And I believe they only have 1 or 2 remaining. I think they've already taken 2. It's not showing on the board. I think they have 1 remaining. We'll go ahead and keep things right here. You know, yeah, is that a deflating run? Yeah, but there's still a lot of football left. We still have 2 quarters and 1:03 to go.
Absolutely. Lots of football left here to go. We got 1:03. You know, anytime after anything big like you score, you've got to avoid that mental letdown to get out there and play defense. Just, you know, it was designed. Anderson's a competitor. They want to score. You know, last year Jarvis Haynes rushed for 952 yards, and this year, you know, he's with runs like that, he's going to work on a 1,000-yard year this year.
Now they're going to go for 2 here and try to extend this to an 8-point game. Remember, or 9-point. Here's a rollback pass over right side. This one, oh man, it was caught. It went through the hands of a New Waverly defender. I thought he was going to intercept it, and the 2-point conversion is good back in the right corner as that one went right into the hands of Kagan Stevens. And that'll make it a 9-point game, 22-13 with 1:03 remaining here in the Rodeo Mexican Restaurant second.
Yeah, you know, on that, he just rolled to the right. It looked like the safeties were in position to make a play on that. It went right through, you know, one set of New Waverly hands. And, you know, Kagan Stevens coming up for his team. And Anderson-Shiro playing aggressive, you know, playing for 2 points. My assumption is that they probably don't have much of a kicker, judging by what their punting game was. So with 1 minute and 3 to go, we'll see what New Waverly can do. Still plenty of time for Cade Garrett in the offense.
Dorian Thomas set back to receive alongside Hunter Henry. And with 1:03 remaining and still some timeouts in the bag for New Waverly, trailing by 9 here in the second, 22-13. We've seen a lot of ball movement on both sides here tonight. A much different game than we've seen throughout this early season. Each team has now touched the ball 8 times, 8 possessions for each side. Here's the kickoff, right toe to leather from left to right, end over end, takes a hop at the 20. It is picked up here by Hunter Henry. 25 right side, 30. Almost. He got down to around the 29-yard line. So with 55 seconds to work with, we'll see what Coach Sha, Coach Strati, and his staff have drawn up here to see if they can punch one into the end zone before halftime. Remember, they will kick off to start the third quarter.
Yeah, 55 seconds remain. You know, the play calling here has been really solid, mixing up play calling and getting the right packages in there, particularly these last 2 drives. You know, I wouldn't be surprised for anything that Coach Strati brings up with something special, maybe a trick play, or maybe looking way downfield.
This will actually start from the own 28-yard line for New Waverly. They'll move from right to left. Cade Garrett in the gun. And Hunter Henry, his running back. Houston Force will remain there to the left side as well in that tight end spot. So 3 receivers to the left, 1 up top, 4 set here for the Bulldogs. On the right hash, shotgun snap. Running back, good block there thrown by Henry. Here's a pass over the left side. This one is intercepted at the 50 and out of bounds. Just kind of threw that one up, asking for a prayer into heavy traffic, and it was intercepted. He was looking maybe in the direction of, didn't see who was out there, but regardless, it falls right into the hands of Anderson-Shiro. Now they've got some momentum with 46 seconds.
Yeah, I think Anderson-Shiro is going to try and put this one in. It looked like, you know, there was a lot of white jerseys there, and I think the receiver just looked like he was going a little bit deeper, and the ball seemed to have a little bit of extra air under it. You know, 3 receivers in the area, and just one of them picked it off.
This will start from the New Waverly 47-yard line from left to right. Anderson-Shiro with the ball here on the right hash mark. Haley in the gun. 4 receivers in a wing. Either side, left and right. Here's a little flip end around, goes over into the hands of Pierce Goodwin to the right side. He slips down and maybe loses a yard at the 49-yard line. Good protection back there. Trey Davis alongside his teammate. His brother, Trey Davis, the second and the third were in on that stop.
They were both on that. Yeah, they just, the receiver carrying the ball just, came around the right side trying to make a cut and got caught in the wet field.
20 seconds of ticking. This may be the last play of this first half for Anderson-Shiro. Here's Haley, handoff over to the hot man Haynes, and Haynes here stopped for no gain back at the 49. I think they're just going to let this one run down. And it will run down. New Waverly will head into the locker room trailing 22-13. We will stream the homecoming festivities here at halftime. But stay with us. We'll have your Nelson Amaya's Collision Center halftime report when we come back. This is New Waverly Bulldog football on SHN Sports.
Struggling with addiction or know someone who is? There's light at the end of the tunnel, and it shines bright at the Oak Ridge Disciple House. As a 501c3 Christian ministry, they are dedicated to helping men aged 18 and older rebuild their lives free from the chains of drug and alcohol addiction. Be reminded, there's always hope, always a new beginning. Discover your fresh start with the Oak Ridge Disciple House. Proud supporters of Bulldog football, because just like the Bulldogs, the spirit at Oak Ridge stands strong. Find out more at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Are you faced with a challenging negotiation? Are you looking for a professional that can help you? Why not discuss your situation with a professional negotiator? Rally Point Advisors has experience in personal, business, and government negotiation, as well as creating value for its clients. With experience in real estate, land deals, employment contracts, or working with government entities, Rally Point Advisors will listen to your negotiation challenge and help you find a solution. Call Rally Point Advisors today at 281-660-5076. Rally Point Advisors, simplifying negotiation and creating value.
Hey, New Waverly sports fans, Robert Lindeman here. Dream of shining on the field? At HITTSS Solutions Player Development, we're all about helping instruct the stars to shine. Every player has the brilliance within. We're here to magnify it. Dive deep into the fundamentals of baseball and softball with proven strategies and top-tier techniques. But it's not just about physical skills. We unlock the mental side of the game. Learn the ABCs, attitude, belief, confidence, and the list goes on, shaping you into the best player God created you to be. Remember, as individuals shine, the whole team rises to victory. At HITTSS Solutions, we believe every star deserves its moment. And speaking of stars, HITTSS Solutions Player Development is proud to support New Waverly football. Here's to a stellar season. For more information, visit HITTSS.com.
The first two chapters have been written. Where do the Bulldogs stand at the half? It's time for the Nelson Amaya's Collision Center halftime show. Here's Rob Hipp.
I got it here on the Nelson Amaya's Collision Center halftime show in New Waverly, Texas. A beautiful night for 3A high school football here in the Lone Star State. The Anderson-Shiro marching band is now on the field. We'll talk just briefly about that first half, and at each team getting the ball 9 possessions or so, and a little bit of life there for New Waverly, but unfortunately a couple of turnovers in those final moments really took that life away. And then obviously Anderson-Shiro was able to capitalize with Jarvis Haynes taking one to the house for 63 yards. But hey, you know what? New Waverly's still in this one, only trailing 22-13. They will kick off though to start the third.
Yeah, I think, the interception, the one there late before the half, that was one, trying to make a play, trying to get downfield and sort of open this thing up. That one, certainly was intercepted. But I think earlier than that 63-yard run, really tough, coming off of a touchdown, and then that's the first play right after the kickoff. When you're trying to sort of get to the locker room maybe or just play this one out. Really important time for, not to have those mental letdowns. But Anderson-Shiro is a very good football team at 4-1.
We'll quickly look at scores around the rest of 12-3A. It is Newton all over Hemphill at halftime, 55-0. Trinity on the road in Kuntz tonight with 5:57 to go in the second. It is Kuntz on their home turf, 27-0. And then the close one here tonight, Anderson-Shiro at halftime, here in New Waverly over your Bulldogs 22-13. We'll let you enjoy the sights and the sounds of the Anderson-Shiro Marching Band, and then I believe it'll be the homecoming festivities for our New Waverly Bulldogs. We'll keep it right here on the Nelson Amaya's Collision Center halftime show. Again, 22-13, your score at the half.
The Owl Band is under the field direction of Samantha Buckley and Noah Hurd. The principal of Anderson-Shiro High School is Mrs. Tanya Carroll. The interim superintendent of schools is Dr. Carolyn Fiaschetti. On October 4th, the band performed at the Troy Marching Festival at Troy High School and received a rating of 2nd Division. Please congratulate them on a job well done. And on October 18th, the band will compete at the UIL Region 8 Marching Contest at Troy High School. Please wish the band best skills as they continue to prepare for this event. Let's give another hand to the Anderson-Shiro Owl Band. Good evening. On behalf of the New Waverly Student Council, I'd like to welcome you to our 2023 New Waverly High School Homecoming Halftime Festivities. As a kickoff to Spirit Week, we had our Powder Puff Tournament and Parade this past Saturday. The tournament and parade were a great success, and congratulations to the senior class on their win. And a thank you to all who participated and attended. Now please direct your attention to the field for our homecoming court presentation. We will first present our freshman Duke and Duchess, William Cully and Clara Wineland. Next, our sophomore Duke and Duchess, Owen Thornberry and Allison Smith. And now our junior Duke and Duchess, Devin Wilson and Riley Gellard. Now we will be presenting our seniors. Our first senior is Brooke Munoz. Brooke is being escorted tonight by her parents, Christy and Johnny Munoz. Brooke has participated in 4 years of New Waverly soccer, 4 years of track and field, 1 year as football manager, and 4 years of Beta Club, 4 years of National Honor Society, and is the acting president for the class of 2024. In the future, Brooke plans to be appointed at the United States Military Academy and compete on their track and field team. After completing her years of service, she plans on becoming a speech pathologist. Next, we have Kaya Lehman. Kaya is being escorted tonight by her parents, Eric and Nisha Lehman. Kaya has participated in 4 years of student council, 4 years of Beta Club, 2 years of National Honor Society, 4 years of UIL, 3 years of one-night play, and 4 years as a class officer. In the future, Kyle wants to attend the University of Texas or Prairie View A&M to major in social work and minor in sociology. She plans to later become a social worker and help those in need. Kaya Lehman. Next we have Casey James. Casey is being escorted tonight by her grandparents, Jane and Alan Winham, and her brother, David James. Casey has participated in 3 years of varsity basketball and track. After graduation, Casey plans to attend Huntsville Dental Assistant School in order to become a dental assistant. Casey James. Next we have Allison Hollick. Allison is being escorted tonight by her mother, Melissa Frazee, and her stepfather, Mike Frazee. Allison has served 4 years as a New Waverly varsity cheer captain, 3 years in FFA, 1 year of student council, and 2 years as baseball manager. In the future, Allison plans to attend Sam Houston State University to major in nursing and to pursue a career as a pediatric nurse. Allison Hollick. Next we have Seth O'Neill. Seth is being escorted tonight by his father, David O'Neill, and cousin, Noah Vick. Seth has participated in 1 year of baseball. In the future, Seth plans on going to Lone Star to become a RN, and after 4 years of college, to become a certified registered nurse anesthetist. Next we have Jabe Lucas. Jabe is being escorted tonight by his mother, Rebecca Ford. Jabe has served on the President's Council and in the future plans to attend the University of San Antonio and major in computer engineering. Jabe Lucas. Next we have Jude Shields. Jude is being escorted tonight by his mother, Darlene Trejo. Jude has participated in 4 years of football, 3 years of basketball, 3 years of track and field, and 4 years as a class officer. In the future, Jude plans to attend Parker University and obtain a degree in radiology technology. Jude Shields. Lastly, we have Corbin Well. Corbin is being escorted tonight by his family, Jeremy Well, Ashley Spiller, Jennifer Well, and Riley Spiller. Corbin has participated in 4 years of football, 4 years of baseball, and 2 years of golf. In the future, Corbin hopes to attend a university to play college baseball. Corbin Well. Now entering the field are our 2022 Homecoming King, Joe Bryant, and he will be escorting our 2022 Homecoming Queen, Keziah Eldridge. The 8 candidates presented to you were chosen by the senior class to represent them. The candidates were then voted upon by the entire high school, the student body at the high school, to determine this year's winners. For Homecoming King, the New Waverly student body has selected Jude Shields. Our 2023 Homecoming King, Jude Shields. Our Homecoming Queen, the student body has selected Miss Casey James. Our 2023 Homecoming Queen, Casey James. Our 2023 Homecoming King and Queen, Mr. Jude Shields and Miss Casey James. Thank you so much to our entire court and to all the fans here tonight. The Student Council hopes everyone is enjoying Homecoming 2023. Thank you for your support and enjoy the rest of the football game.
started blowing up, stuck to do the same, try to fake, fill the coffee pot. Get the sleepy heads out of bed, get them fed, get them dressed, hurry up, get your stuff in the truck. Looking about the kids when you drop them off. Bye kids. It feels like a month of Monday since I had a break. Sometimes I tell myself when I had all I could take. Friday's coming.
For more than 2 decades, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home has been committed to providing the highest quality service to your family in their time of need. I'm Greg Smith, owner of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We recognize when you make funeral arrangements with us, you're choosing both the use of our premier facilities and the care for your loved ones that only our professional, dedicated staff can provide. We are here to fulfill the desire of each family that comes through our doors. It's my family's honor to serve yours. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, your hometown experts at celebrating life.
Are you a first responder, medical professional, teacher, or military member looking to buy or sell a home in Walker or Montgomery County? Vicki McKenzie Realtor is here to make your dream home a reality.
Hi, I'm Vicki McKenzie, and I know that heroes like you deserve special treatment. That's why I've partnered with Homes for Heroes.
Homes for Heroes offers financial benefits for heroes who are buying or selling their homes, and when you work with Vicki, she presents the hero with a check equivalent to nearly 1% of the home selling price.
That's right. I want to give back to those who serve our community and our nation every day.
Imagine walking into your dream home knowing that you've been rewarded for your hard work and dedication for serving your community.
Visit my website at themckenziegroup.tx.com to start your home search or to learn more about how I can assist you.
Don't wait. Make your next move with Vicki McKenzie and contribute to a cause that supports our local heroes.
Visit themckenziegroup.tx.com today because heroes like you deserve a home to call their own.
The Nelson Amaya's Collision Center halftime show continues. Now let's return to Rob Hipp.
Back at it here inside the Hit Solutions broadcast booth. Thanks for joining us. We are at halftime as we wrap up the Nelson Amaya's Collision Center halftime show just a few moments ago. 22-13 the score as Anderson-Shiro running out of their blow up right now across the field, and here come the New Waverly Bulldogs as they're set to run back as well. You know, ideally, at the beginning, not the first half you wanted, you get some life if you're a New Waverly Bulldog, and then the way that first half ended, ideally not the way. We'll see how these young men come out and respond. I believe that they're going to be vigilant and be ready to rock and roll. They'll have a good defensive stand, get the football back on offense, and get down the field. That's kind of what I'm hoping for to start this ball game.
Yeah, I think it's all about answering. It's all about response. It's all about what you do in that first defensive possession to get back in the ball game.
Welcome back in as we are set here to get things started. We'll take a break, and our third quarter brought to you by our good friends at Oak Ridge Disciple House. We'll start after this. We'll be right back. It's New Waverly Bulldog football live tonight on SHN.
Struggling with addiction or know someone who is? There's light at the end of the tunnel, and it shines bright at the Oak Ridge Disciple House. As a 501c3 Christian ministry, they are dedicated to helping men aged 18 and older rebuild their lives free from the chains of drug and alcohol addiction. Be reminded, there's always hope, always a new beginning. Discover your fresh start with the Oak Ridge Disciple House. Proud supporters of Bulldog football, because just like the Bulldogs, the spirit at Oak Ridge stands strong. Find out more at oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
The third quarter is brought to you by the Oak Ridge Disciple House. Here's Rob Hipp.
Here's Edney with the kick to the 30-yard line. That's where it will be fielded by Anderson-Shiro. So they will start around their own 30 or so. Their 10th possession, first of this second half, with a 22-13 lead here tonight in New Waverly, Texas. I'm Rob Hipp alongside Ed Watto, and we'll see how the defense comes out, as we were saying, as we came out of that Nelson Amaya's Collision Center halftime show.
Yeah, Anderson's going to start off on their own 30. I think, you got to make sure you get your playmakers in the game for this second half. Mason Bueller had a pick early. We see him out there, and, hopefully we can make something happen here.
One's a 50-50 drawing. That's the cluster.
Here we go for Anderson-Shiro and the quarterback Connor Daly, who had a fairly productive first half, did have an interception. He'll go from left to right. Here's the handoff to his running back Haynes, who had a great first half. He's going to pick up right where he started off, and this one's going to go to the house. down to the 5 and touchdown on the right side, 70 yards in. And that young man is closing in on 200 yards total rushing on 2 big runs so far tonight.
Yeah, first play from scrimmage, the linebacker up there got fully blocked, opens up a wide hole. Just a real tough way to start the half and start the quarter.
Again, a 70-yard run by Haynes. And, boy, that's one area that young man has really showed his speed. You mentioned last year almost 1,000 yards on the ground, and he is having a breakthrough game here tonight to get things started. With only 13 seconds off the clock, here he is on a 2-point conversion try. Will not get in here. Great job by the Bulldog defense. And that score will rest at 28-13 with 11:47 to go. We'll step aside, take a break. More to come here as New Waverly will have it back when we come back on the Bulldog Broadcast Network.
Struggling with addiction or know someone who is? There's light at the end of the tunnel, and it shines bright at the Oak Ridge Disciple House. As a 501c3 Christian ministry, they are dedicated to helping men aged 18 and older rebuild their lives free from the chains of drug and alcohol addiction. Be reminded, there's always hope, always a new beginning. Discover your fresh start with the Oak Ridge Disciple House. Proud supporters of Bulldog football, because just like the Bulldogs, the spirit at Oak Ridge stands strong. Find out more at oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
Hi, this is Greg Smith. Thank you for once again voting Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home Best Funeral Home in the Huntsville Adams Reader's Choice Awards. Our staff truly are the best and care so much for the families that we serve. Over 20 years ago, I was asked to bring a new funeral home to Huntsville with 2 primary goals: provide a facility that Huntsville and Walker County deserve and could be proud of, and provide outstanding service even on the darkest days. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, your hometown experts in celebrating life.
Welcome back to New Waverly Bulldogs football, presented by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Alongside Ed Watto, here's Rob Hipp.
Welcome back. Hi, it's Hot Bulldog Stadium in the HITTSS Solutions broadcast booth. Moments ago, it was Anderson-Shiro right out of the gate, 13 seconds off the clock. A drive that started from their own 30, a 70-yard touchdown run by Haynes. And that's where the score sits now, 28-13, as the Fighting Owls have the advantage. But we're still very early in the third.
We're still very early, down, 15 points, call it 2 scores. 8 and 7, gets you right back into this thing.
Here's the kick from left to right toe to leather. This one will launch right into the hands of Jackson Hathorn, and a good carry up here as he'll bring it across the 35 to around the 38-yard line. So not bad field position here for New Waverly to start out. We'll see how they can work the offense and get back into this ball game.
Yeah, they're right out here at the 38-yard line. A nice time to start off. Nice return by Jackson Hathorn. We're early. We got lots of time in the 2 whole quarters to work with. But, you've got to respond here.
I want to welcome everybody in tonight. Let us know that you're out there. We'd love to hear from you. You can text us on the Bulldog Fan text line at 512-522-9105. Again, that number to text in. Let us know where you're listening from tonight at 512-522-9105. Here's the keeper by Garrett on the left side. Garrett finds daylight. There is a flag, though, back at the 40 the other way. He runs this one to the left side, about 15 yards to the 45, but this one's coming back on a hold.
Yeah, holding right at the line of scrimmage. They didn't give a number. Of course, we can't hear it up here, but, it was a big run. I'm not sure that the holding was be a 10-yard penalty. I'm not sure that it was really kind of affecting the play because it was a fake to Trey Davis, and then Garrett pulled it, but sets you back, so it's still first down.
Bring up first down and 20 now after the 10-yard penalty. Garrett in the gun as he has a back behind him. One receiver to either side. High snap, handoff goes to Trey Davis the second, and he will lunge forward across a couple of yards, maybe to the 30, and it'll bring up second down and a long 17 or so from up here.
On the carry, number 32, Trey Davis.
Looks like they're going a little bit of tempo, getting right back up on the ball here with Garrett in the gun.
Houston Forster in front of him, 2 receivers to the right. Here is the handoff back over to Davis again. Davis this time met by a host of Owls and stopped right back at the 30. They may have given him a half a yard, if anything, and 3rd down and long coming up here for New Waverly.
Yeah, so it's a long third. I think this is a passing down. I think you've got to roll Garrett to the right probably and try and hit, Kenton Reese downfield.
Noah Vick is out there. Garrett will roll to the right, just as you called. Eludes one defender. Here's Garrett trying to stiff arm his way forward. A lot of yards going to the side. Finally turned it downhill and picked up 3 or 4. New Waverly's going to be forced to punt this one away.
Yeah, he had Zane Sykes semi-open down there, but he had 2 defenders in his face. A lot of over pursuit here. I think on some of these, maybe you try and hit the tight end in the flat. I think the roll to the right was the right call for him. Looks like this will absolutely be a punt. But so hopefully New Waverly can get a nice field position out of this.
Cade Garrett set to punt this one away. One back to receive for Anderson-Shiro around the 40. The punt will occur from just inside the 30. Right toe to leather. Good punt here. Garrett dropped at the 30. It is dropped. Finally fell on it back there. Inside the 30 was Kagan Stevens. We'll take a break. More to come here as Anderson-Shiro will have it back with the lead, 28-13, 9:31 to go here in the Oak Ridge Disciple House, 3rd quarter. Stay with us.
I'm Lisa Branch here with a special shout out to all the New Waverly football fans. Let's make this season a game changer, both on the field and in the classroom too. At LearningRX in Huntsville, we go beyond tutoring to supercharge your brain. Our ReadRX program combines reading instruction with brain training, taking an unconventional yet highly effective approach to learning reading. With one-on-one training sessions, we focus on core cognitive skills like working memory and auditory processing. The results? An average auditory processing gain of 19 points for children and teens with learning struggles. We personalize each program from kids who crave a challenge to adults wanting to sharpen their skills. Located just a short drive from New Waverly, we're your local solution for enhancing learning at any age. Ready to unlock new strengths and potentials? Visit us online at learningrx.com/Huntsville or visit us at 49 State Highway 75 North in Huntsville. LearningRX Huntsville, where we make learning easier and more exciting. Let's excel on our terms.
The 3rd quarter is brought to you by the Oak Ridge Disciple House. Here's Rob Hipp.
One play into it already. It went to Christian Schroeder moments ago on a pass, and he picked up about 7 or 8. Here's a run to that left side, back to the original line of scrimmage, and just like that, we'll face 3rd down and 2 or 3 here for Anderson-Shiro. So the Waverly Bulldog defense showing up pretty good here on this drive. They'll try to get one more stop and force a punt here. That ball resting on the 35. It was a drive for Shiro that started out on their own 27.
Yeah, it's just a tackle for a loss on that play, 3rd and 3. So we'll see what gets dialed up here. You got to make a negative play.
Daly in the gun here will hand off, and the run forward is enough for a 1st down. Had to get across the 36 or so and got up to the 40, so that will move the sticks on 3rd and short for the Fighting Owls.
So that'll change the play call. Now they have a fresh set of downs. They can go a little more wide open, but that also increases the opportunity for this defense, for the defensive line, for the linebackers to flow and get a negative play. You've got Dorian Thomas in here and Dylan Thomas, Brody Watto in there at linebacker. So these kids have done well against Anderson-Shiro playing together.
Daly in the gun, 4 here, and there was a little bit of a flinch on that left guard. They're going to let this one run. I guess they're going to call it offsides on New Waverly, but it looked like the jump was on the left side of the offensive line.
Flag on the play.
Yeah.
I mean, typally they don't let them
They're
run
waving
through.
it off. They're waving it off.
Okay. Well, there was a major jump there. We saw it clear as day up here from the left.
No foul on the play.
Nice coming up there by Mason Bueller coming across the field to make that play. It's a 2nd and long situation. good time for New Waverly to get aggressive on defense.
Ball resting on the 41-yard line on the right hash mark for Anderson-Shiro. Karen Jill lines up as a receiver down to the right, 2 receivers up top to the left. Bailey is in the gun, running back behind him. He'll send a man in motion from left to right as Goodwin. He'll hand off over to Haynes. Haynes left side, who's been a force here. The ball pops out, though, and this one is on the field. It looks like the Fighting Owls have fallen back on it on the 35, but boy, Haynes finally got popped. The ball came out. Great job by the Bulldog defense.
Yeah, absolutely. This group of juniors playing together. You got Mason Bueller in there now, Brody Watto, Dylan Thomas, Dorian Thomas, Hunter Henry. These kids, as freshmen on the JV, defeated this team. They played really well in a tough game. So I like to see a lot of things coming out of these juniors here.
Looks like it'll bring up about 3rd and 15 or so now as that ball back to the 35-yard line. So 3rd down and long for the Fighting Owls. Daly will step back, throws it on a screen, and it's incomplete. He was looking to Goodwin, did not get to him. Flags will fly at the end, and hopefully that's not going to be against New Waverly. There's some extracurricular at the end of that play.
3rd down pass was ruled down short of the line of game. There is a flag on the play.
See the coaching staff for New Waverly pointing in the direction of Anderson-Shiro. Although that doesn't mean anything until the officials officially call it.
The Anderson-Shiro coach looks fired up. And I did see a hand gesture go towards Anderson-Shiro, just subtle.
Personal foul against the defense.
Wow.
What was?
That'd be a 15-yard penalty.
Personal foul against New Waverly, and that's going to result in an automatic 1st down.
I didn't see a personal foul.
Coach Sha is not happy with the call, obviously down there talking to the referee.
Yeah, you get a stop, and I just don't know what that personal foul is. If it's a number, I mean, I think, I don't know why you would not ask that kid to come and out and talk to him.
Coach Sha was still waiting on an explanation, didn't get what he wanted, and here's Haynes on the run. Haynes will lunge forward from the 50 on a healthy run across almost 15 yards into New Waverly territory, and now flags will fly, and oh goodness, we have got players out there battling each other. They're going to quickly break this one up, and some frustrations here starting to mount with the 6:01 mark to go here in the Oak Ridge Disciple House 3rd quarter. I like what I'm seeing, though. Some of these veterans on the team pulling their teammates aside, saying, listen, guys, calm down. Let's just play the game.
Yeah. You're still in this game, and this is hurting your team by either your mouth or, grabbing somebody. So, really, this is a situation as a school board member that the coaches need to pull those kids out. As a trustee, I think the coaches need to pull those kids out and give them some time to calm down and put other kids in.
I like what I saw from Houston Forster there as I was commenting on just the veteran leadership, the senior on the team, taking some of his teammates saying, hey, guys, just telling them, hey, calm down, it's just a game, and that's what you like to see. I mean, I got kicked out of a rec center when I was growing up one time for 6 months, Ed. You'd think, man, Rob's a nice guy. No, I was not. In high school, I got hot. There was a bunch of Gatorade on the table, Ed. I flipped it up. The Gatorade went everywhere, and they kicked me out for 6 months. Lost my rec center
Rob, I just
membership.
can't imagine that. I can't imagine that. You're too nice a guy. You know what? And I was thinking this week, because you're always like, everybody out there that's listening, what is, there's the call. Looks like it's going to be.
There's about 7 pieces of laundry down there, it looks like. They may have had to borrow some of the laundry from some opposing referees tonight.
The best thing would be for the referees to call offsetting. There's one against Anderson. Appears to be one against New Waverly.
They're going to offset, I believe.
I mean, I just don't think if you're a UIL official, and with that much flat laundry flying, I don't know how you don't call these just offsetting penalties, and everybody just calm their butts down unless somebody conclusively knows that it was the first the first person was, X.
Well, it looks like they did not call it all. It looks like they called 2 of them against Anderson-Shiro, if I saw that correctly. 1 against New Waverly.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. But I was saying there that, I was thinking about this stuff during the week that I see a little motivational out of Coach Strati. So it looks like maybe everything's going against Anderson here. But I was thinking during the week, I was like, hey, Rob Hipp, who is going to play the Rob Hipp in the story of Rob Hipp's life? I mean,
we're all in it
I
together.
think that should be the question for our folks that are on the text line, right?
No, man. We're all in it together.
Is it Matthew McConaughey? Is it Jim Caviezel?
There's no story with me. It's just.
I think the story, man. You're a great guy.
Well, I appreciate it, man.
You lift other people up.
Yeah,
and,
but it's all about everyone else, man.
Man, we all have our weaknesses, and we all, I'm more. I'm not as nice as most people.
Well, I was wanting you to think differently of me now that I told you I flipped a Gatorade table, and got in trouble and booted out of the rec center for 6 months.
I got a newfound respect. I tell you what, I'm gonna walk softly around Rob Hipp.
Here we go. Boy, what are we looking at now? First down, and they don't even have the mark. Yeah, 1st and 10. Here's Anderson-Shiro back around the 45 or so of New Waverly. A short gain up to the 43. It'll bring up 2nd down. Looks like a long 7 from here in the Hit Solutions broadcast booth.
Yeah, just a short, it looked like a little bit of an inside trick play, just trying to get in between the guard and tackle and then run the football. I mean, I think if you're Anderson-Shiro, you're going to run at this point in the game, knowing what the success you've had with that.
4:52 and ticking in the Oak Ridge Disciple House 3rd quarter. Here's Daly. It's the snap, and he is tackled immediately on the play. And a nice stop there coming up off the bottom. Jude Shields putting up some armor.
Yeah, absolutely. Coming up big on that defensive line. 3rd down. So we saw those last couple big run plays. So, what has changed defensively from the first half and that that last touchdown that was 70 yards and a 63-yarder? We've had some personnel changes here on the defense.
So here we go, 3rd down and 7 for Anderson-Shiro. The handoff will go back into the hands of Haynes, and Haynes is met by a wall. There is a flag though in the backfield around the 35.
Looks like it's in the area of holding. Just going to be hard to tell till we see the call.
And Haynes coming up a little hot here in the backfield. Good job by this New Waverly Bulldog defense. These guys are out here battling tonight. You can see some of them
waving it
up.
off. Waving off the flag.
Jackie Harbor a little bit getting up a little bit softly, but here we go. It was a stop on 3rd. Now we finally got a punt. This will give Hunter Henry an opportunity for a return here.
Yeah, I think, you got to try and set up a return here. Catch this punt. Anything that you can get +5. Not a great punter, but we can't let this get down on the 1-yard line.
Punt will happen from around the 50. Right toe to leather. This one will take a bounce, and it will go into the end zone. And so New Waverly will try to answer back, trailing 28-13, 3:26 to go in the Oak Ridge Disciple House 3rd quarter. Stay with us. More to come tonight here on the Bulldog Broadcast Network.
For more than 2 decades, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home has been committed to providing the highest quality service to your family in their time of need. I'm Greg Smith, owner of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We recognize when you make funeral arrangements with us, you're choosing both the use of our premier facilities and the care for your loved ones that only our professional, dedicated staff can provide. We are here to fulfill the desire of each family that comes through our doors. It's my family's honor to serve yours. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, your hometown experts at celebrating life.
All right, here is back the other way, moving from right to left as sorry, we just had a message up here. I've got to move my truck, so no problem. When the super comes up, you get a little nervous.
When the superintendent's here,
but we're all good. I was hoping he's bringing us some Gatorade or something.
Yeah, some ice cream.
So Nathan's going to move. You won't see the scoreboard move for a minute. Just had to move my vehicle. They had to make some room there to get another vehicle out. Didn't realize we were in the way. So we'll bring up second down at a short 8 here. This ball pops out, and luckily, boy, thank goodness, falling back on that there was
Hunter Henry.
Boy, I was just sitting there thinking about Superintendent. How did he know that was my truck? Maybe he saw the Gateway Fargo on the back of it.
I don't know, maybe so. But I tell you what, there's one thing that's been a winner tonight, and that is the ice cream truck.
Yeah,
that lady has been busy since she pulled up.
Well, hats off to Superintendent Hale for knowing somehow that was my truck.
He's got a sixth sense,
And this place is packed. I told Nathan earlier when we walked down there, I said, Nathan, this looks, I used to broadcast it up the road, and I said, this looks like a 5A program tonight with the folks that are here.
We got to get some more noise out of this crowd.
Yeah, here we go on 3rd down and 11. And a handoff in the back. Henry has nowhere to go. He's going to be slammed down around the 5-yard line. They're going to give him the initial forward progress to the 10, and now New Waverly's going to have to punt this one away.
Yeah, I think, just nowhere to go. There just wasn't really a great hole for him or a great option for him to go in. So he just tried to spin out of it, and it wound up, just being sort of a broken play.
So a tough break here. This one's going to have to punt probably from around the 10-yard line. Actually going to be resting more closely to the goal line back here for Cade Garrett. Zane Sykes will run onto the field. Garrett's going to get this one away from his foot on his own goal line. Got to get this one away quickly, and we'll see if he can give this one a nice boot. Snap is there. Here is a good punt by Cade Garrett. How about that? This one's going to sell. Takes a drop, though, back in favor of Anderson-Shiro, but nonetheless a good punt. And the Fighting Owls will have it just outside the 40, around the 42-yard line. We'll be back in a moment. It's 28-13, 1 minute to go in the Oak Ridge Disciple House third quarter. We'll be right back after this from Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
When you live and work in the town where you were born and raised, lots of people become just like family. I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Over the years, we've shared a lot of good times and some tough times, and I'm honored to be the one you call on in your time of need. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, our goal is to help our neighbors in need and always provide the most outstanding service available, even on those really tough days. I thank you for your trust in us. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we're here for you.
Drive starting from the New Waverly 42. Here's a pass over to the right side. This one up, and it is incomplete at the 10. Good defense. Kagan Stevens was not able to haul that one in, and it was thanks to Dorian Thomas and his teammate down there knocking that one away.
Yeah, just a really nice play. Nicely covered. All parts of the field covered by Dorian. The linebacker was up in coverage, covering the receiver at the line of scrimmage. Just beautifully defended.
Ball's on the New Waverly 42-yard line, 52 seconds. 8 seconds gone off the clock on that play. It stops on the incomplete pass. Here's Anderson-Shiro from left to right. Daly in the gun. Back behind him is Haynes. He'll hand off to Haynes as he leaps one defender. Look at the athleticism. And finally, though, wrestled down after a gain of about 5 or so on that right side. And a good job down there by Houston Forrester with some of that initial hit.
Yeah, Brody Watto was in on that. That was the play that they have twice run for 63 and 70 yards.
And it brings up 3rd down and 5. Under 30 seconds to go, 28-13. Here we go. It is Henry as he runs and gets the first down across the 30. Ed Watto trying to get the crowd fired up here tonight. And the ball pops out, and Noah Vick comes up with it. A turnover, Noah Vick picked it up. Boy, Ed, you need to go down there and do this more often because that forced a turnover, man.
Yeah.
Love it.
Well, I'm in the broadcast booth, so I can't make noise. I had to run down there. People were like, who the heck is that? That guy's out of his mind.
Hey, well, it worked because it was a turnover. Vick came up with it. So here we go, back the other way. It is New Waverly across the 30-35 on the left side. And Hunter Henry about a 7-yard gain. Boy, that's the best moment I've had broadcasting. I love it, Ed.
Well, I tell you what. You know what? When I love New Waverly. This is a wonderful community. But there's one challenge that I've been trying to teach everybody. This is not golf. That we have to get involved, and these kids respond to this. This is an emotional game, and this may not be the last time I leave the booth.
Oh, I love it, man. So to give some context here, nobody saw this. Ed took his headset off, ran down, got the crowd fired up, and then what happens? Anderson-Shiro turns it over. Do that again, man.
Wow. You know what? This is an emotional game.
Yeah, it is.
And we are playing our arch rival. And, you know, the other thing is just I'm an old football player.
That will wrap up the Oak Ridge Disciple House third quarter. I thought maybe somebody was like swinging punches and you were going after somebody.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Rob. But you know what? That's going to be in the story of your life.
Oh, man. This isn't that movie you were talking about.
It is, yeah.
Love it, Ed. Love it, man. So fourth quarter now underway. Fourth quarter action is brought to you by Rollo Insurance and First Baptist Church, New Waverly. As we get going here from left to right, here's the handoff. Here's Hunter Henry. He'll lunge his way forward across the 45, down to around the 47-yard line, and it's a McGilberry Mechanical Heating and Cooling first down for the Bulldogs.
0038 689-0038.
And it's going to be around the, what do we call this, around the 46. Here's Cade Garrett. Again, another one by Henry. Henry will power his way forward off the right side across the half-century mark now into Anderson-Shiro territory at the 49. Nathan, was that my truck?
That number, I'm going to read that one out. Class of 2025 is 488-548.
So here we go, second down and 6. Pass over in the flats to the left side. Here's the ball carrier running, spinning forward, lunging forward is Zane Sykes. And Zane Sykes, the short gain brings up third down and long. We are in the fourth quarter here, Nathan, by the way, just to give you an update.
Third and short. I think I would move Houston Forester to a direct snap. They really absolutely, with 10:56 to go, need to get a first down here.
So here we go, critical third down and 6 for New Waverly. From left to right, Garrett the handoff into the hands of Noah Vick on the right side. Vick is not going to be able to turn that one downhill, and he stopped, and a good tackle on the play there by Pedro Martinez. Expect New Waverly to go for it here. (10-19) and ticking, down to 23 on the play clock. Here we go, Ed. It's fourth down and about 4 or so. Here's Cade Garrett. Rolls to the left, trying to get through defenders. Cade still spinning, still on his feet. Breaks another tackle. And unfortunately, he's not going to be able to turn this one up. I still like the fancy footwork, but man, give Cade Garrett credit as he was able to break several tackles. He could just not turn that one down the opposite end.
Yeah, we're going to have to go back on defense. Cade Garrett did a great job there trying to extend the play. He just did not have consistent blocking that stayed, you know, in the direction that he was trying to get.
Do have an Anderson-Shiro player down on the field here, cramping. We'll step aside, take a break as we continue. It's 28-13. New Waverly trails Anderson-Shiro. 9:51 to go in the First Baptist Church New Waverly fourth quarter. We'll be right back. This is New Waverly football on the Bulldog Broadcast Network.
Attention New Waverly ISD parents of students grades 7 through 12. Looking for a memorable way to cap off the excitement of a home game? Well, look no further than the fifth quarter event hosted by First Baptist Church New Waverly. Conveniently situated at 460 Fisher Street, the doors swing open just 15 minutes after the final whistle, and the festivities last until 12:30 a.m. Whether you're in the mood for some delicious food, thrilling games, or just hanging out with friends, you'll find it all in a safe and welcoming environment. Get more information and stay in the loop by visiting FB FBCNW.com. Don't miss out. Come celebrate, unwind, and make lasting memories at the fifth quarter event, First Baptist Church, New Waverly. This community-focused message has been brought to you by Stephen Gregory of Rollo Insurance.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by First Baptist Church, New Waverly. Alongside Ed Watto, here's Rob Hipp.
Back at it. We apologize tonight. There's some folks that are in front of some of the cameras here, but we'll get back into action here as Anderson-Shiro has it here. Their 13th possession. They will go from right to left, starting out on their own 48-yard line. And a short gain, maybe actually a loss on the play of 1. And Anderson-Shiro here will bring up, now they're going to say got back to the original line of scrimmage on that left side. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, just, play to the left side, well defended by New Waverly. Again, that whole group that I was telling you about have done well against Anderson-Shiro.
So here we go, 2nd down and 10. Daly in the gun, high snap, rolls to the right. Pump fakes once, now airs this one to the right, has a man wide open at the 30. Still on his feet, 25, and finally brought down. And it was an empty parking lot out there up for the reception and into the hands of Pierce Goodwin. Goodwin is just covered in mud and dirt. That tells you how wet this field is tonight. You can see it.
It's just, with the 4 inches of rain, it was just like a sponge. Soaking things up.
That is a first down into New Waverly territory at the 25. 9:01 to go in the First Baptist Church New Waverly fourth quarter, 28-13. And the Fighting Owls moving here again on the charge from right to left. Daly in the gun, running back behind him. In motion from left to right is Lawson Stewart. He'll fake the handoff, goes back over the left side across the 20, slips down. And the tackle is made on the play by Mason Bueller, the running back there on that left side. It was to Colton Calhoun. Only a short gain of about 2, 2nd and 8.
Short gain there. Mason, well defended by Mason Bueller. Also had Noah Vick out to that side, ready to make the play if Mason couldn't get it. Looks like 2nd and 8 right now.
A lot of friends joining us throughout the various social media streams, not only on YouTube, but on Facebook as well. We appreciate you joining us tonight. Here we go, 2nd down and 8 from right to left. Ball just outside the 25, lunging forward for a gain of about 5 or 6 there on the left side. Houston Forster coming up with a tackle on Calhoun, the ball carrier, and it's 3rd down and 3. And this right now, the most critical 3rd down play of the ball game for New Waverly.
Yeah, see, this is where you want to get everybody on their feet, cheering.
That brings up 3rd and short, 3rd and 3.
I don't know that I can motivate enough people, but it's a big 3rd down right here for the Bulldogs.
Hold them, 3rd down.
Jarvis Haynes is not on the field here. And now the New Waverly crowd getting into it. It's 3rd down, handoff Calhoun, tackled from behind. Oh, baby, what a play. As Houston Forster bringing the axe and chopping wood again, this time on the defensive side.
Loss of a yard on that play. It'll be 4th down.
Boy, and a loss on the play. Looks like 4th and 5 or so here. Back to the 20-yard line.
Big 4th down, Bulldog fans.
Anderson-Shiro here going to go for it. Bulldog fans getting back on their feet and making noise. They've got to hurry up and get one of their players, Coronado, off the field. He barely gets off, and now it's a timeout called by Anderson-Shiro. We'll keep it right here as we thank some more of our great sponsors tonight, helping to make this coverage possible all season long. As we want to thank the Oak Ridge Disciple House, a 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry, helping men ages 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addiction. Friends, if you know of somebody, you can learn more at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Also, First Baptist Church New Waverly, where faith, family, and community come together. Thank you as well to LearningRX and my friend Lisa Branch. Unlock your brain's potential. Excel on your terms with LearningRX Huntsville. some guy named Ed Watto here with Rally Point Advisors, simplifying negotiation and creating value, also getting New Waverly Bulldog fans on their feet.
Yeah.
Big thanks to the Greind as well, fitness solutions to jumpstart your health and fitness. Find us on Instagram or Facebook. Search for the Greind. That's Greind, the Greind. Here we go. Bulldog fans are on their feet. I know you may not be able to see this one on the camera. We apologize. That's just where we're sitting tonight, but here we go. It is a critical 4th down and 5. Haley trying to draw him off sides. Play clock down to 10. Running back behind him is Calhoun. Here's the pass over to the right side. Corner end zone, out of the reach. Oh, did he catch it? Oh my goodness, I thought for the moment it was out of the reach. And somehow at the last moment, hauling it in
Number 11, Kieran Gill.
for a 25-yard touchdown reception by Kieran Gill. Unbelievable. Give him credit, though. What a grab down there by Kieran Gill. I mean, he had to go up and Ed, I thought from this angle it was out of his reach.
I thought it was out of his reach. I thought the defender would be able to get up there and get some hand on it. He just watched it the whole way in, and they're going for 2 here.
2-point conversion, and was that Haynes that was back in there who's been out the last few? And
no good.
The 2-point conversion, no good.
6 minutes, 37 seconds left.
34-13, 6:37 to go. We'll step aside and take a break. More to come here on the Bulldog Broadcast Network as New Waverly trails.
Struggling with addiction or know someone who is? There's light at the end of the tunnel, and it shines bright at the Oak Ridge Disciple House. As a 501c3 Christian ministry, they are dedicated to helping men aged 18 and older rebuild their lives free from the chains of drug and alcohol addiction. Be reminded, there's always hope, always a new beginning. Discover your fresh start with the Oak Ridge Disciple House. Proud supporters of Bulldog football, because just like the Bulldogs, the spirit at Oak Ridge stands strong. Find out more at oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by First Baptist Church, New Waverly. Alongside Ed Watto, here's Rob Hipp.
Back at it, friends. Moments ago, a turnover on downs from New Waverly was their 11th possession, 13th possession of the night by Anderson-Shiro. It started out on their own 48-yard line, capped off by a 25-yard touchdown pass into the hands of Kieran Gill there on 4th down. And with 6:37 to go, it's 34-13. Anderson-Shiro with the lead. 2 back to receive here for New Waverly. Still a healthy showing of fans here tonight. Haven't seen anybody get up and leave too much. We still got 6:37 to go, and it's always important to stay through the clock. New Waverly, still time on the board, but they got their work cut out for them. We'll see how they respond here after this kickoff.
Yeah, this kickoff could be a game changer.
Coronado will get this one up, takes a bounce, fielded around the 20-yard line on that right side. It is Dorian Thomas, and Thomas to the 35-yard line. So a good return here by Thomas on that right side.
Carried by number 5, Dorian Thomas.
A little bit of chatter going on out here with, I was trying to see who that was. The Trey Davis III was having some chat with one of the officials over there, trying to get some clarification on something.
Yeah. Looks like we may have an injured player here.
We'll go ahead and keep things right here, Ed, as we thank our last 2 sponsors tonight. Texas Signature Roofing, for expert roofing services backed by years of experience and satisfaction guaranteed. Visit Texas Signature Roofing online at texassignatureroofing.com. And last but certainly not least, Slott Construction, for both residential and commercial construction, site preparation, and forestry services in Southeast Texas. Turn to Slott Construction. They are your reliable partner since 2005. There's an injury timeout on the field, and just some momentum here, kind of swaying back and forth. Been a bit of a roller coaster type game. And Waverly, unfortunately, not able to capitalize, and it has been some. I don't want to say it was New Waverly not able to make the plays. It was Anderson-Shiro with just some miraculous plays here to kind of extend this score a little bit, and they really got a lot behind them tonight from Jarvis Haynes, that running back that just went off on 2 scores.
Yeah, those 2 scores, his 63 and 70-yard touchdown run, those have been, challenging to overcome. Look, I think here's the thing, right? You're at 6:29. Most people at this point are like, let's get the buses warmed up, But I think that's the wrong attitude. Look, life is not easy. Life can be, in fact, really challenging and hard, and that is a good metaphor for these young men. And I think coaches, they've got to pick these guys up and get them ready and say, hey, we're marching right down the field, and we're going to get a touchdown. You get one touchdown, and you're right back into this thing.
It's a good point, Ed. We'll start here for New Waverly. They will start this on their own 35-yard line, moving from left to right. Garrett in the gun. Snap, handoff, goes over across the 35-yard line. The ball pops out, but it has already been whistled dead. And the ball carrier there was Travion Davis, the second, for a short gain. Brings up 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, so I think, when you're at this point, 2nd and 9, I think, something trying to target really your trusted receiver of Zane Sykes or Zeke Barahale. Those have been the most trustworthy, and maybe in one of the intermediate ranges. And just try and move this down the field like a 2-minute drill.
So here we go, 2nd and 9. Pass in a flat over the left side. I thought that one bounced off the turf. That was not the case. Zane Sykes has it. Almost wish it would have, because it's going to be a loss of a couple of yards here on that left side.
Anderson-Shiro at this point getting a little, they're ahead, so they're just over pursuing. Any kind of misdirection, a counter, something might work. If you're going to pass, at this point, I think you want to pass in that intermediate range where you're getting a bigger chunky yardage.
Looks like a loss of about 3. Bring up 3rd down and 13. Got to get up to the 45-yard line for a first down. Cade Garrett in the gun. 2 receivers down to the right, 1 up top to the left. Here's the low snap. Rolls over to the right side. Good protection here in the pocket. Throws. This one caught just inside the 40-yard line as he threw that one a absolute dart to Kenton Reese, but it is well short of the first down marker.
Yeah, and I think you're short here, but I think you're going. I think there's, you're under, the clock is running. I think you got to really, and I think you got to try and move a little bit quicker here.
4th down and 6 here for New Waverly. They're on their own 39-yard line. 4:33 to go here in the First Baptist Church New Waverly 4th quarter. They'll try to move this on a first down. Low snap. Garrett steps back. Chase now rolls to the right. Throws this one up, and it is incomplete at the 40. A little bit tough there as he had pressure in his face, trying to get some power behind it, and it's a turnover on downs. He was looking in the direction of Kenton Reese again.
Yeah, so that's a turnover on downs. That's going to bring New Waverly's defense back on the field. Look, I think at this point, if you're Anderson, you're just going to try and work this clock down. You're up by 3 scores, so they could foreseeably pass. But that's a vulnerability. They have thrown, this quarterback has thrown picks. A pick 6 at this point puts you right back in it.
Yeah, 4:21 to go here in the First Baptist Church New Waverly 4th quarter. Welcome back up top to the HITTSS Solutions broadcast booth alongside Ed Watto. I'm Rob Hipp. We're looking forward to New Waverly defense here, trying to get a stop. And like Ed said, a pick 6. Whistle and a timeout, though, is called by Anderson-Shiro. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back after this on SHN.
New Waverly Bulldogs football on SHN Sports is presented by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, the hometown experts in celebrating life. This broadcast is also sponsored in part by 3 Spoons Yogurt, Nelson Amaya's Collision Center, HITTSS Solutions, McGilberry Mechanical Heating and Cooling, Charlie's Used Cars, Rodeo Mexican Restaurant, the Oak Ridge Disciple House, Vicki McKenzie, the McKenzie Group, First Baptist Church New Waverly, Rally Point Advisors, the Greind, Texas Signature Roofing, and by DoubleDave's Pizzaworks. Welcome back to New Waverly Bulldogs football, presented by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Alongside Ed Watto, here's Rob Hipp.
Welcome back at it, friends. 4:22 to go in this First Baptist Church New Waverly 4th quarter, 34-13. As Anderson-Shiro with the lead. They're on the New Waverly 39, moving from right to left. Going to whistle this one dead before it got started after the handoff to Colton Calhoun and a false start against the Fighting Owls will move them back 5 and bring up first down and 15.
Play was stopped before the snap.
Appreciate everybody joining us tonight. Still waiting on some text messages to come in on the fan text line. I was hoping to hear what the Ed Watto nickname of the week is. I didn't get one this week.
Yeah, it seems like it falls in the Big Kahuna and Ranger Ed, you know.
You know why we didn't get one? Because everybody's here tonight.
Yeah, everybody's here. Our Eddie, my Eddie, you know, depending on. But I want to know who the actor is going to be that's going to play you.
I have no idea. Here's a handoff. Boy, this goes over to Calhoun. He finds a seam. Calhoun's going to go off to the races here. Turns on the juice and back across near the red zone. He's going to get down inside the 20 on about a 25 or so yard run there on that right side. I'm still, wondering what happened to Jarvis Haynes. I don't know if he got injured or maybe it's just a night done for him.
You know, there was one of those injury timeouts. I didn't see the number.
I see him. He's standing over there on the sideline.
Yeah.
Maybe they just said, okay, young man, you're at 200. We'll give you the rest of the night off.
Yeah.
So Calhoun did get it inside the red zone. That ball resting around the 17 or so. First down and 10 for Anderson-Shiro. 3:40 and ticking here in the First Baptist New Waverly 4th. Daly, handoff, Calhoun. This time, nowhere to go. Maybe a loss on the play. Good job by the defense.
Yeah.
Brody Watto coming up with the hit there.
Yeah, Houston Forrester, well defended on the play. Anytime you can create a negative play is you go down below 3 minutes and 16 seconds. Personal foul. I wonder what was called there other than personal foul. Did not see the foul, but it could have been face mask or anything.
Winding down here, the clock is stopped at 3:16. It's first and goal for the Fighting Owls from the 10. They're trying to build upon this 34-13 advantage. And again, you go back and take away those 2 big runs, and this would be a much different ball game.
Yeah, those 2 big runs, made a huge difference. This game would not be, we wouldn't have this sort of deflated feeling right now if not for those.
Connor Daly in the gun, back behind him, 1 receiver to either side. First and goal from the 10 from right to left. The handoff to Calhoun. I don't know if that was Calhoun actually or not. That may have been to Colby Calhoun. May have been his brother. It was his brother, to Colby. So you have to Colton, who is the freshman, and then to Colby is the junior. And a short gain of a few bring up second and goal.
Yeah, so the clock's running now, 2:30. They're just gonna try and milk every bit of this out of here. They're second and goal. They'll probably try and get it in here. Looks like maybe a pass coming on this.
Receiver down to the left side is Colin Anderson, a sophomore. 1 receiver up top to the right. Second and goal from around the 7. Handoff Calhoun, brother back in there. How about that? Stopped immediately on the play, saying, no, sir, Jackson Hathorne had enough.
Yeah, nice negative play. Unfortunately, the clock still runs, and get this under 2 minutes.
Appreciate everybody joining us here tonight as we will be back at it on the road. Hemp Hill coming up. Boy, we'll be down close to Louisiana now, huh?
Yeah, we got to go a long way.
We'll bring you some boudin, man.
Did you book your flight yet?
I did not. I was joking around. Kevin Edney said there's an RV going. I said, how do I get a ticket on that thing, man? I don't know if I've got the stamina to drive these late games anymore.
I want to go Greyhound.
And third and goal here is Calhoun. Calhoun stopped again. Great job here by this Bulldog defense not giving up.
Yeah, Brody Watto on that tackle. Excellent linebacker play, stepping up in the hole, getting a negative play.
Clock striking down, 64 seconds and ticking here in the First Baptist New Waverly 4th quarter.
Yeah, under a minute now. It's just
it's 4th and goal, so one final stop here for the Bulldogs as they'll try to hold them and keep Anderson-Shiro from adding more on the board. They are leading 34-13. And a sack on the play. And a nice sack there. Credit. Houston Forster's had enough. Sacked him back there in the backfield. He's played very well tonight for this Bulldog team.
Yeah, he had a great night.
First and 10.
I'm just looking at a score here, Ed. Yikes. Newton, 76-0 final tonight.
I am really
Hemphill.
surprised by that. I thought that would be a better football game.
Kuntz on their home turf, 47-0 tonight. This has not been a 12-3A night for some of these teams. Things a little bit more manageable here, but it's 34-13 as the clock winds down with 34 seconds here in the First Baptist New Waverly fourth quarter.
It's like 5 wide here.
Empty backfield for Cade Garrett. In motion is Zane Sykes. Here's Garrett. Pressure breaking down, pocket collapsing. Garrett is sacked around the 4-yard line. Good sportsmanship out there. I love seeing this, by the way, as Garrett was kind of slow to get up, and I just love seeing the sportsmanship. I always highlight that. Noah Daniel, a senior out there, was helping Cade Garrett up, and there is an injured Anderson-Shiro player. But, you know, I love that. You got a game. There's been some emotions that have flown in this game, and that's how things should wind down. Different teams helping each other up.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, at the end of the day, I think you fight like mad, you know, during the in between the snap to the whistle. And then, you know, after that, you sort of help each other out. He should come off the field.
Yeah, the player for Anderson-Shiro, was that 7? Pierce Goodwin? I mean, whoever the young man was that was injured, he's still in the game. He hopped up and just ran right back to the huddle. I thought you had to come off.
I thought you had to come off, too. I am
17 seconds here.
I think the one of our coaches is saying something to the official. Okay. Yeah, they finally. The young man didn't want to come off, but
they're like, "You got to go, son.
Yeah, you got to go."
So here we go as the Bulldogs are backed up around the 4-yard line after that sack. With 17 seconds to go, here's Cade Garrett standing in his own end zone. Garrett launches this one out over the right side, and it's incomplete. Boy, what an arm, though. That's about a 50-yard
he's got a great
pass.
arm. The receiver just, for New Waverly, just slowed down. I mean, that play is designed to air it out, and the receiver has to go get it. And that's just, you know, really a younger player making a mistake and not.
Kenton Reese out there. Boy, you know, I can't say anything better because I would have been out of breath. That'll wind it down. Final ticker at 0. They just decided to let that clock run on the incomplete pass. 34-13 your final, as New Waverly will go to 1-1 in District 12-3A. And for Anderson-Shiro, they will improve to 5-1 and 2-1 in district. We'll step aside, take a break. Nelson Amaya's Collision Center post-game wrap-up. When we come back, we'll have a quick discussion about this one. Stay with us. More to come here on SHN.
Homecoming dance tomorrow. And then tonight we have a special.
When you live and work in the town where you were born and raised, lots of people become just like family. I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Over the years, we've shared a lot of good times and some tough times, and I'm honored to be the one you call on in your time of need. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, our goal is to help our neighbors in need and always provide the most outstanding service available, even on those really tough days. I thank you for your trust in us. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we're here for you.
Attention New Waverly ISD parents of students grades 7 through 12. Looking for a memorable way to cap off the excitement of a home game? Well, look no further than the 5th quarter event hosted by First Baptist Church New Waverly. Conveniently situated at 460 Fisher Street, the doors swing open just 15 minutes after the final whistle and the festivities last until 12:30 a.m. Whether you're in the mood for some delicious food, thrilling games, or just hanging out with friends, you'll find it all in a safe and welcoming environment. Get more information and stay in the loop by visiting FBCNW.com. Don't miss out. Come celebrate, unwind, and make lasting memories at the 5th quarter event, First Baptist Church, New Waverly. This community-focused message has been brought to you by Stephen Gregory of Rollo Insurance.
The final whistle is blown. This chapter of the season has been written. Time now for the Nelson Amaya's Collision Center post-game wrap-up. Here's Rob Hipp.
Final tonight from New Waverly as the Bulldogs lose a tough one here, hosting Anderson-Shiro, the Fighting Owls, on homecoming night, 34-13. Welcome in to the Nelson Amaya's Collision Center post-game wrap-up. And Ed, we know we were up here calling it, and just not the night tonight for New Waverly. But this is a team that showed resilience, and I expect them to fully rebound and get back on their winning track, and they're going to try to do that against Hemphill, who was just completely dismantled tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, that's one thing to kind of look forward to. But it is, like you said, it's almost a plane ticket there to Hemphill as you get close to the Louisiana border. But let's break this one down real quick. I think you and I were talking there in that short commercial break. I really think the difference in this one was Jarvis Haynes for Anderson-Shiro. Those two big runs, I guarantee he had to have over 200 yards on the night, and that was really kind of when you let the air out of the tire tonight, that was the one that let the air out of the tire. Credit the young man. He was a tremendous athlete, though, for this Fighting Owl team.
Yeah, the 63 and the 70-yard run, those were devastating. I think that was the difference of the night, when those were happening. And, I really think from the early standpoint, we thought this was going to be a real battle. It was for a lot of it, but those were back-breaking runs.
We'll quickly look at the scores here as we will sign off. I've got to be up super early at 4:30 in the morning.
Oh, my
right
goodness.
Back at it. I made a mistake by saying, hey, I'll volunteer to help with Fair on the Square tomorrow, not realizing that, sometimes these games last a little bit. And so just a quick scoring summary here. It was a lot of punts to get this ball game started. I mean, we saw 6 punts in the first 8 possessions from both of these teams. And then it was that 5th possession by Anderson-Shiro going back to the second quarter, a touchdown pass. There was a 45-yard touchdown pass to Goodwin at the 9:22 mark. 2-point conversion was good. It was 8-0. New Waverly fumbles it. That sets up Anderson-Shiro from the New Waverly 15. It was a 14-yard touchdown pass into the hands of Schroeder. At that point, 14-0. Then New Waverly responding, getting on the board, a 62-yard drive, capped off by that 6-yard touchdown run, the direct snap to Houston Forster. That was effective early on in this game. Houston's a big body out there. They could not find a way to stop him.
Yeah, in fact, here's the beautiful thing about that play is I think it was well executed. It was well executed really 3 times. The only thing is on the the extra point, it failed, but he still got 2 positive yards, right? So if you get into short yardage situations, I think that's a guy, that's a play that you employ with lots and lots of big bodies in there, lineman in the backfield as the running back, and you build on that.
At that point, it was 14-7. Then an interception by Bueller sets New Waverly up again. They respond. They're able to score points off the turnover. A drive that started on their own 48. That was capped off by an 11-yard touchdown run. Again, Houston Forrester. 2-point conversion, no good, as they went to Forrester again. This time he was stopped, 14-13, as New Waverly trailed by 1. Next possession, it was the 8th of the night for Anderson-Shiro, a 63-yard touchdown run that we talked about Haynes, and that's really where the damage started. Haynes took that one to the house. It was 22-13 after a 2-point conversion. He followed it up on the 10th possession going into the third quarter on a 70-yard touchdown run, 28-13. And then in the fourth, the 13th possession for Anderson-Shiro, it was a 25 or 35-yard touchdown pass to Gill down there. That was one that I didn't think he was anywhere close. It was just that weird angle, 34-13, and that's where the final sits tonight. Ed, we look forward to Hemphill. They just got smoked by Newton. Newton's on a roll. We expect them to make a deep run in the playoffs this year. But maybe your mindset, just from what you've seen over the years, when you head in, we know that Hemphill's going to be hungry. They just feel deflated after that loss. I mean, they got 70-plus points put up on them, so they're going to be ready to fight on their home field coming up next Friday.
Yeah, I think, they're going to want to defend their turf. And Hemphill has traditionally had good speed. Last year they beat us on this home field in the final couple minutes. Really, I think it's going to be a good game. I think New Waverly is really trying to put it all together offensively. I think the conditions affected New Waverly a little more tonight than the Anderson-Shiro Owls. I think, but both teams have to deal with those conditions. It's just which one does it affect more, So I think Hemphill is going to be a great contest, and I think New Waverly is just going to look. These kids are going to be resilient. They're going to come back and they're going to fix some things and just try and put a complete package together. They have to get the one thing New Waverly has to get is better in the first half on defense. Mm-hmm. They have to make big plays in that very first quarter. Last year in the Anderson-Shiro game, that was what happened. We had lots of negative plays, went in kind of, so-so at halftime, but that's what you got to get. You got to make the big stops early, make an impression, and put the other team having to come back. Because if you constantly have to come back and you have to figure things out, and it makes it more mentally taxing for kids that really are not 100% confident, right?
Yeah. Well, the Owls come back after a demoralizing loss and protecting their reputation in the district tonight. They did not let that affect them, and so I don't expect Hemphill to allow what happened to them tonight to affect them in a negative way coming up next Friday. I had a whole ton of broadcast nuggets. We didn't even get to them because this game was moving so fast. Can you believe the possessions tonight? I mean, I think it was I wrote them down. Now I've got it all mixed up, but we're talking, 16, 15 possessions apiece. I mean, it was a pretty big game as far as the ball moving back and forth. But, Ed, appreciate you, man. Always appreciate you, your professionalism, your friendship, and looking forward to the next one. We're going to get back on track, and I fully expect this New Waverly team to be ready to rock and roll coming up in 7 days.
Absolutely. I completely agree.
This will wrap it up here tonight. Again, your final 34 to 13 as Anderson-Shiro gets the dub. 2-1 in district as New Waverly will fall to 1-1 in district play. We'll be back on the air from Hemphill next week, right back here on SHN, so make sure to join us. We appreciate Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home as our season presenting sponsor and everyone else who helped make this one possible tonight. For Ed Watto and Nathan Hight, TJ Garrett, also Alea who comes and helps out as well. We appreciate our entire crew. I'm Rob Hipp, reminding you tonight, friends, that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We truly need each other. Provide a word of encouragement, lend a hand of support. Until then, good night and God bless from New Waverly, Texas. So long, everyone.
New Waverly Bulldogs football on SHN Sports is presented by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, the hometown experts in celebrating life. This broadcast is also sponsored in part by 3 Spoons Yogurt, Nelson Amaya's Collision Center, HITTSS Solutions, McGilberry Mechanical Heating and Cooling, Charlie's Used Cars, Rodeo Mexican Restaurant, the Oak Ridge Disciple House, Vicki McKenzie, the McKenzie Group, First Baptist Church New Waverly, Rally Point Advisors, the Greind, Texas Signature Roofing, and by DoubleDave's Pizzaworks.